Lekker aktiver. We are on a cruise.
Oi, Lawrence!
Ow.
Hello.
Fuck off.
Well, that's evening.
Yeah, well, guys are very nice.
You've obviously missed me.
We would need to get like 2 bosses down to get the mythic 3rd slot, right? In Vault.
Is that what Vault says?
So 6 awakened raid bosses.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
we
don't
kill
ask questions,
4.
you just check. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evening, everyone.
Hello.
It was a good evening.
Hey.
Voyage.
I didn't do anything. So I'm in a desperate situation. I'm not doing shopping until tomorrow. I had to dig out a bottle of Coke Zero from the back of the garage, and it's
Delicious.
8 months out of date. I didn't even know
Wait,
Coke went
like-
8 months out of date. But...
Yeah, like, how the fuck has it been in there?
Well, yeah, exactly. But I've opened it and I've drunk a glass, and it tastes fine, and it's still fizzy, so I'm not feeling too stressed.
1 to 5? Have you drinking it?
Sorry?
I don't know what that is.
Are you giving me?
Are you already drinking it?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fine. It's still fizzy and stuff. It's not like if it was like flat or anything like that. Obviously, I'd be a bit worried because that means there was some sort of.
You're gonna
lack
be
of
shitting
zero.
yourself. La 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 la.
What, over a Coke Zero?
Pedro, where are you the whole day?
Let's have a look. Do you think that the carbonated water with sweeteners and some caffeine?
Yes, the sweetness.
I saw a guy who drank like a Crystal Pepsi from 1990 and like I don't know 2013 or something.
Was it
And he
Stuart
was-
Ashens? Was it on a brown sofa somewhere in England?
No, I think he's American. But
Yeah,
like
there's,
this
there's
guy,
a British guy who drinks crap like that.
nice. I love these content creators.
And what happened to him?
Oh, he puked like in a stream, like stream puking. Like not
the guy,
live
the guy
stream.
I'm on about did. Yeah, he had some storming as well. You had to open it outside.
Yeah,
That's that rancid, rotten fish thing that's tinned.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes.
Oh, that's what the Swedish people eat like
Yes.
every day, right?
Yeah, he had to open the can underwater outside, and it stunk. Apparently,
That's horrific. Everything about that.
it smelt like drains.
They do. Is
Where's
it,
Alex?
Is it China? They do the century egg.
Yes, yeah, one of those as well.
That's awful. Right, we are just waiting for Nostra and Sean, who's literally stuck in an M+, about to finish. He's on the last boss. I'm going to do a raid check just to do trash. See if we've got enough people here.
Don't do a raid check, because I'm pretty sure last time I did this, I didn't sell this trash, it's one of them.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, anyway, let's try and kill the trash. Oh, okay.
Depending if people can dodge the huge
No,
frontal.
I don't understand why we'd have that.
Yeah, don't do anything.
That's tomorrow, though. Why?
Yeah, we were having a conversation about doing bot things.
Oh.
I'm assuming
go.
that's not meant to be posted.
No, it's not. That's what we were just talking about, but for some reason my auto mute has decided to turn off, so when I was about to say kick them all.
Run no more. Tell me up.
We went through some logs and stuff. Had a quick poke to the healing group because I think the healers could be doing a bit more. So I hope you guys found a little bit of time just to have a look and see where you can pull a bit more out of the bag, especially I think around that getting rid of our debuff in the middle. I think that's a time where it felt like it really slowed down at points. So hopefully we can do a little bit more there. I've spoken to a few people about DPS as well. I think those are going to all be a bit better tonight, so that's great. And I hope that everyone has found anything at all that they can improve at, whether that's getting hit by less waves or casting more of a spell or, whatever it is, using defensives better. This should go down quite quickly tonight, I think, with fresh heads. Remember the importance of focusing on the mechanic at hand. So when you are being faced with the orbs landing, you should know exactly where the two orbs are, and you should already have an idea of which one's going to be called, because normally it's quite clear which one's the better one. But obviously the most important thing is listening to Emma, as she calls it, and following that instruction. But you can only follow that instruction quickly if you have pre-acknowledged where those orbs are.
Got a lot of pre-acknowledgement.
And remembering as well things like when you're stood in the tank soak, the most important thing at that moment in time is actually dodging waves. So taking a moment to orient yourself, think about where the waves are coming from, and therefore which angles might be the safest. And you should, where possible, be pre-positioning. There was one person I spoke to today who had to cancel 13% of their casts whilst playing. So like things like that is where we can really edge out more DPS quite easily if we're pre-positioning successfully. And then otherwise just playing brilliantly. That's it. We're just waiting for Sean to finish his M+, and then we will be good to go. So just take a moment to go through a log or watch a video or whatever. Just get this sorted.
Can we just bully Sean?
I think bullying Sean is completely acceptable.
Okay.
Soundbite.
He's in the channel right now, though. So.
Oh, Emma.
We're at 20.
What
And there's an
happened?
Emma.
I'm so disappointed. Yeah, I know they did, but I'm just so disappointed.
Are we meant to be here and Martin berate people and be disappointed?
I'm berating you, Emma, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just been consumed by the raccoon.
The Pedro.
Oh, that thing that the cunt kept screaming about on Friday.
Yeah, she's fallen foul to it.
Like, what's it do? Does it just pop up on your screen randomly?
The
No,
heroism.
when you press heroism, it does that and plays some
plays the
stupid
song.
fucking song. Yeah.
Emma sounds very happy about that.
It makes me smile every time.
I kind of have to agree with Martin.
Yeah, disappointed.
There's nothing wrong with smiling.
You are all so miserable. Have some Pedro in your life.
Now, if someone could make me one of those with like a little nabby bouncing around the circle, I'd be extra happy.
I resent this.
Would it play the same tune it does, or would you want a different tune?
Same tune.
Can we change our hero code word from the word to Pedro?
How do I get this? Said Pedro.
I feel out of the loop with this whole Pedro thing.
I feel like
Thing.
I'll send it to you, Kev.
it's massively distracting for you, Kevin. I would not advise it.
Oh, I know.
He's gonna start just dancing about, forgetting about the
You'll
boss.
just hear me screaming first, but it's a raccoon boy, I can see my screen. Do I have to
You will. You
install
can only
sound bits
install
or anything?
Pedro if you get hit by less than 2 waves all night.
Well, that's really? I'm a tank. I'm meant to get hit by them.
I was about to say,
You could put it as a trigger for the week aura, so once you've been hit by 2, it unloads it.
actually, I don't think you could.
Or
You do
hides
something
it then. Unloads another week aura over the top so you can't see Pedro anymore.
Oh no, but being hit by 2 isn't a triggering effect.
So weak
That's-
aura or add-on?
Weak aura, but you need to install the media pack.
Oh, I'm arse for that.
I could tell. When they did all the fucking shuffling in the
Someone
system, I
Sean?
could tell where the retail WoW is, because it still has the fucking Ian icon.
Oh, I do. That one was good.
See?
That was the
raccoons
corruption.
are no less stupider than that.
No,
No,
it was
absolutely
motivational.
not.
You had to avoid Ian. Like it made sense.
And
Came
that's
from
up.
beyond,
Made
right?
sense.
This is a raid check to pull.
Hey. Let's fucking go.
Make sure Nostra and Sean have got buffs. 'cause
Way
they came
fucking
a bit
good
later.
today, boys.
Master Wild's missing on them.
Let's put this back.
Do we need
Our
Mark?
option was Pish for tanking.
Oh,
Randomly
Mark.
went
Sorry, yeah,
off
well
and
done.
We lost threat.
That would be helpful.
I don't know. What should you get mind controlled and assassinate after 8?
That was funny. Mind controlled and I killed like 6 people. I could solo the raid.
Can you reset the boss, please?
No.
What markers were we giving tanks, please?
I was probably blue.
Yeah.
Moon and blue. Okay, cool. Couple of people away, so I'm going to do another raid check. This is to pull. Should all be back now. We get Warlock cookies up, please, for Nostra.
Yep.
Okay, everyone's ready? Here we go. Bit premature there. Probably not the first time.
Oh, I hate this cunt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one near triangle. Dodge waves.
The tank hit will be here, where I am. Blue.
Smash.
Or nay.
Someone was in
Okay.
the other one.
2. Sorry, 1's already gone. 3. And 4.
Should be fine here, so.
Doom Flame.
Dodge waves. Small soaks incoming. They're all back behind the boss.
One in the center. Good job. Nice catch.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
The one nearest to square, please. Push it back towards the gate.
Don't let it up mid yet.
Dodge waves. And soak.
Charge Smash.
One and dodge. 2. 3. And 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Can't see.
Diamond.
Diamond.
The other one's in the middle.
Need to pan your camera up, Sam.
Shadow Lava.
Get ready for
You
front talk.
cock right to the fucking boss. Absolute morony idiot. Good first pull.
I
Fucking.
think that's gonna be alright.
Fuck.
Okay. And swipe. Quick as you can.
Elder's Conflict.
It was lined up perfectly behind the giant boss model. So I could only see the one at Diamond and couldn't see if there was a better one somewhere else.
The one was here in middle.
Elder's Conflict.
Yeah, I
Um,
panned up so I could see it.
I mean, was it a good positioning for this or?
Yeah, it's fine. The ninja pool threw off the first one, so.
Let's not do this. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just say when, Sam. Cool. Make sure buffs are up on Sam. He seems to be missing Mark of the Wild.
5, 4, 3,
Mark of the Wild, please.
1. Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one closest to square. Push it towards the gate.
Fine.
Square.
Dodge waves. Get ready for tank soak.
Charge Smash.
Wave through boss. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full soaks.
Doom Flames.
2 to the right boss.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one closest to square. Dodge waves. Get ready for soak.
Charge Smash.
1. Dodge waves. 2, 3, 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
The one in here corner of triangle. Getting ready for frontal as we dodge.
Shadow Lava Blast. Lava Wave.
Dodge
Ancient
waves.
Fury.
Past set incoming.
Elder's Conflict. Elder's Conflict.
Do the rest, please. Dodge waves.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one nearest to diamond. Push it back towards the others. Always want to be the other side of that.
Yes.
Dodge waves. Get ready for soak.
Charge Smash.
Oh, I didn't get it.
1. We're gonna.
Doom Flame.
And low cooldown almost killed me there.
Lava Wave.
I fucked up first pools. I know where I failed, I don't know.
Can everyone take a moment to look at the markers, please, so that when they're called, you know where they are? We had a square call there at the beginning, and it ended up a triangle. So just
Yeah.
double check you know where they all are.
Yeah, that's my fault of breath and it landed on me. Didn't have time to get all that.
Okay.
Stuff in breath.
Yeah. Just make sure you know. Everyone knows. Always easier once you are aware of where the marks are.
Sometimes it might look like a sub-optimal one, but it's more because of where we wanted the next ones to be placed, without the tanks having to mess around too much.
Okay, get ready to pull.
Each need sunshine. Each need Sunshine.
Sean, you need a repair. If anyone's got a bot they can throw down. Slam.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unleash Shadow Flame.
Emma got real quiet.
Dodge waves. Sorry.
Charge
Go away from
smash.
soak. You picked the right one, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small soaks next.
Doom Flames. Unleash Shadow Flame.
In the one at square. Square. Okay, lovely. Dodge waves. Ready to soak.
Charge Smash.
Dodge waves. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one closest to triangle in the
Lava
corner.
Wave.
Frontal next while you dodge waves.
Shadow Lava Blast. Ancient Fury.
Ready to dodge waves and set up for the intermission.
Elder's Convict. Elder's Convict.
Dodge waves.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing one in the corner near cross.
I would jump in the other one.
Dodge waves.
Be on me.
Charge Smash.
And soak. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Lava Wave.
1, 2. Get ready for small soaks. 3.
Doom Flames.
And swipe.
Let them
See
go
the
through.
two waves intersecting across the tank soak there, and a few people got hit.
Gotta have
Get
eyes up,
behind.
guys.
It's bad.
Sorry, Emma. Didn't mean to-
That's right. To say trouble is once you fall behind on a critical junction like that, it's really hard to catch up.
Gotta have your eyes up. Gotta see where the waves are coming from.
I love this terrorist attack.
Make sure you grab a repair. The Jeeves are still up. And new cookies, please. This should be. Don't see any up. Right. Okay, everyone's ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one near triangle. Push it towards triangle as much as possible. Dodge. Soak next. And dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small soaks are next.
Doom Flames.
Dodge.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one closest to blue. Push it up towards the gate. Head to the room. And dodge. Soak next.
Charged Smash.
Dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Diamond. Get ready for the frontal. Frontal and waves.
Shadow Lava Blast. Ancient Fury.
More waves. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Elder's Conduit. Elder's Conduit.
Do the res, please. Dodge.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one near cross. And dodge. Coming from both sides now. Watch out. Get ready for soak.
Charged Smash.
Dodge. 1, 2. Small soaks next. 3,
Doom Flame.
4.
Lava
And
Ray.
soak. And dodge.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one closest back to where we came from. Towards square, triangle. Dodge. I know with people down, just run it for a second for me. Get ready to soak.
Charged Smash.
And dodge. Going right through the middle. Okay, wipe it.
Shield block in 8.
Hey, you fucker.
Shadow Flame.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Shadow Lava Blast.
The shield block is for personals in the thing normally.
I panicked then. I was thinking I don't have
I
that
was trying
stuff.
to figure out what it was, and then you said that you had it as well, and I was like, oh, right.
Sorry, it's because the sheet
I?
just marks personals with the shield block icon.
No worries, I was just panicking.
What is this? The button I'm supposed to be pressing.
I don't have a shield.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orange logs there.
On the one that I died.
So lots of great DPS. DPS is not the issue. We will kill this boss in time with 4 healing it. It is not the problem. The problem is people getting caught by mechanics. So
Yeah,
Just-
Raz, if I go have a look, I bet you stood in shit looking at where you died.
Yeah, the legendary. He was like, "Oh, there's fire there."
Fix the mechanics, and we win.
And to answer your question, Andy, then yes, it was the conduit flares, which is the debuff clearing.
What's this? I can't put this Dragon Ball. It is. Okay.
Not to mention we had one 100% log on pull as well.
An eye level 100 because you're 10 eye levels lower than you need to be. Yeah. But very good, no denying.
Why did you pick the pull that I did badly? Go to the previous ones. I had a 99 there.
Just celebrating the fact that we had lots of good DPS and that the DPS isn't the problem. So don't take risks you don't have to, like throwing your legendary into a swirly. What was it that Martin always says? That doesn't make it better.
If you wait for that line to show up, then absolutely legendary for the next line comes up.
Yeah, I know.
In the
I
middle,
tried it.
you can get a legendary in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do it every time.
I did it as well, but I did it just a little bit too early this time.
I did it once on yesterday. I got clipped and I just took my purgatory. I was like, you motherfucker.
Nostra, are you there?
Go to side, go see. I think you might be able to via Windows. Normally, off isn't the problem. It's hard to get back on.
Actually, I'm thinking.
Though now that I think about it, I don't know if the Windows settings actually modifies turning the PC on and it turns it off. Under the power settings, Josie, I think there is what does my PC do when I push the power button?
Isn't that a notebook setting though?
There is edit power plan. Change advanced power settings.
I don't think you can do it there.
You absolutely can do it somewhere. Under power options.
But to desktop, just fucking pull the fucking cord out.
We're trying to keep the PC on, you twat.
Hey, right, is the rage check to pull?
Aye, that's what I mean. Pull the cord out, so that button doesn't work.
So now I like to see if we can turn it back on without opening it up. I'm so glad you've been listening to this conversation. Oh wait.
I was installing the Pedro bollocks. Leave me alone. Nice.
We're going. Make sure you're buffed up, please. I saw a food buff missing from someone.
Somehow that made it worse, not better.
5,
You're ready for my screen.
3, 2, 1. Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one near square. Dodge. Get ready for soak.
Charge Smash.
One, 2, 3, 4. Small soaks next.
Doom Flames.
Dodge.
There's 2 attacks.
Good job, Melee. Thank you.
one at triangle, push it back and towards the gate.
Good job, Marius.
Dodge. Ready for soak. Do not stand in that other small circle. Dodge. 1. Wait. 2. 3. What? And 4. Do the res. Doing the one that is nearest the other puddles.
Right.
Square. Oh.
Shadow lock to left.
Dodge.
Ancient Fury.
Dodge.
Elder's Conjure. Elder's Conduit.
Okay, wipe it.
Check my fucking death. How the fuck did that kill me?
Yeah, I'm not sure. In fact, it got my perk because I was going, what the fuck?
Can you land your thing into a puddle to kill us, please?
Into 2 puddles.
Into 2 puddles. This is going to be so dramatic. Oh. Powerful stuff. Thank you. There.
62k overkill?
Yeah, how would it shouldn't have killed me though?
A 1.5 million hit, though.
Yeah,
that's
it shouldn't hit that high. I don't know why.
I didn't see you staggering prior to that.
But fucking, it's part of my rotation to be staggering. I don't
What's your
understand.
stagger come through as a, in terms of healing? What's it called?
Shuffle
It'll
needs to
come
be
through in
active.
terms of damage. You see it on damage normally.
Because I see, yeah, oh, as in it would come through as a damage piece because it's staggered damage, right? So it will be a ticking
it's
dot.
it's a
effectively.
dot.
I don't see any. I don't see any form of
Neither
ticking
do I.
damage on you. I don't think you had stagger up.
Can I be an absolute pain in the ass for a marker so I can have the 2 mages and
Yeah, that's fine.
shut up, you stand on me, please?
What is there a marker that's being used? Ah,
Pretty much all of them.
they're all being used, are they?
No, there's only two being used right now. Deck on tanks.
Well, I'm asking about the fight.
I haven't noticed any markers going out.
Yeah, I
Right,
couldn't
thank you.
see
That's the answer I was looking for. Thanks for that. Okay.
You'll be my friend.
A boob. See if it's-
Oh, I gave him a star.
That's fine.
Because he's a shiny star.
Yes, the boob is better.
True. So the star is just shorn for those of you that are being augmented, just to be a bit closer if you're not getting prescient for any reason. Have we got a res running back? Sorry.
I'm reloading to the...
Yeah, he failed away, but he's there. He gone left instead of right.
Thank you, Kai.
We are on a cruise.
It's true.
Thank
I'm
you.
checking because it's not something I do.
No, that seems really weird to me.
Yeah, it's very strange. We're just gonna 5 heal it for a pull. Nostra had pre-arranged something and had told us, and it's happening now. So he's stepping out. We'll just 5 heal whilst whilst he's gone. If we can make sure she's summoned in, please.
Me being me.
What you're saying is you'd hoped it would be dead by now.
And push it down. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Kieran, did you still need that repair bot? I've got one.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right, okay, let's waste no more time.
What was the question again?
Shit, time to die.
1 minute 20 at the time. Details say anyway.
Okay.
Come and
Right.
come and stand on me, please, Civ, as well. You're a lucky chosen one today. Sorry, Doug.
Yeah, thank you for the place.
I don't know, looks like I had shuffle up, but it just didn't fucking work.
Okay, that's exactly how I feel every time that thing comes in and I'm like, I don't have Vamp Blood on.
Yeah, but I've not died it yet.
Flame and Slash, AMS or Vamp Blood takes me down to like 10k HP.
Obviously, because we're 5 healing, all healers, if you could just do a little bit of extra DPS when you get a moment. I know it's still stressful, so don't overdo it. Your healing is still a priority, but any extra DPS you can milk out would be great.
Doing the one near square. Dodge. Soak next. And
Where
it's
is
on
that?
the side there.
Yeah, it was on where the
And
other one was.
move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get ready to do soaks.
Guess we need to get further back.
Dodging.
Yeah, probably.
Doing the one near square again. Push it backwards towards the gate. And dodge. Get ready for soak.
Charge and smash.
Dodge. And 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one in the corner near triangle. Dodge. And get ready for the frontal. Dodge and frontal.
Shadow Lava Blast. Ancient Fury.
Last dodge.
Elder's Conflict. Elder's Conflict.
Dodge.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one in the corner near cross. And dodge. Soak. And dodge. 1, 2. Get ready for small soaks. 3 and 4. Dodge and small soak. One very far out.
What?
Get Kev up, please. Doing the one near diamond. And get ready for soak and dodge. Soaking coming. One. Dodge. 2. 3. Get ready for frontal. 4. Gonna have one more orb. That's frontal and dodge. Doing the one close to the existing puddles. Push it as close to them as you can. And then it's going to be a dodge and a frontal. Dodge. Nice bait. Another set of waves to dodge. Get ready. Okay, no more clears. We are dodging waves and soaking.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one close to the existing puddles.
We're 4 after this, Kev.
Very nice positioning there, well done.
Get ready for a soak. Dodge, 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 dodge. Soak.
Second potions.
Small soaks. Dodge waves. I'm gonna do the one near star. Pick up a DPS, please. Entrance. So ready to soak. Dodge. And soak. Personals here.
They can reincarnate.
Dodge.
Locked.
Last set of everything here. Do the one closest to the existing puddles.
Shadow Lava Blast. Ancient Fury.
Feel this is unlikely. Come on, Marius. This is
Oh,
your chance.
35 million, damn.
Yeah.
I'm alone, yeah.
Welcome to how I feel on October again.
Just collapsed slightly too early, otherwise that was a done deal. Oh, I hit release because I'm an idiot.
Hi, I am doing well, thank you.
Maybe Bloodless that phase, or
No,
does
you
it
wanna
make
be
any difference?
You want to be bloodless since you don't get that phase.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck.
Also, you'd be cucking me out of 2 bloodlists, Michael, and you're not doing that.
The key is to back end your defensives as much as you can. You need to have everything available for that last phase.
I know it sounds weird, right? But which one of the healers takes the most damage? I can probably rescue them, so they got the extra shield. I mean, it's something, isn't it?
I would just be rescuing whoever's low on health. For like, just look at someone who's falling a bit low. Also, please be careful with things like trinkets, and I'm saying that because I killed myself right at the end there. I was desperate to just get as much damage out as possible, didn't look at my health first, and killed myself with Codex. It is really important that we're being very selective about using any harm help trinket.
Desperate invocation.
Yeah. So just be really careful with that. It's a warning from myself. Lots of the trinkets these days are doing damage to us as well, and you have to be really careful when you time it. And right at the end there, when he does the leap and you're dropping off the puddle on one of the orbs, that hits so fucking hard on us. So that is a defensive. So you're defensive when we're grouping, and a defensive when he's leaping. You need as much as you can get, he says in really sad shaman noises.
Also, Sean, I think it was Sean.
Yeah?
One of the evokers definitely did a breath maneuver through an armada.
No, it wasn't me.
Lawrence, I don't know, I just saw the evoker go to the sky and fly, and I went, yeah!
But
Change
we
myself
were
to
extremely close.
I don't know if you have a tank to shoot. I have a tank to shoot.
I don't just need, like, I just hate an attempt to play on this.
I have been playing WoW since 2006, I think.
I did it Friday night again.
It was
for an
like
hour.
halfway through
Then it
2006,
sorted
I think.
itself.
Because I know what cannot go along to be.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
The one near triangle. Dodge waves. Get ready for soak
Charge Smash.
and dodge waves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Small soaks.
I know everybody on the island has a role on this island. Maybe I can roll with mine. I can leave with pride, I can make it strong. Are you satisfied if I play
is square.
along with a voice inside sings a different song? What's wrong with me?
Dodge. And get ready for soak.
Finding no love.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one between the two. Make sure you don't overlap. It's a risky one.
That
Make
was
it good.
fucking rough.
Getting ready for frontal and wave dodge after this.
Shadow Lava Blast. Ancient Fury.
One more wave dodge. Just boss's feet.
Elder's Conduit. Elder's Conduit.
Dodge.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Do the one near diamond. Dodge.
Charge Smash.
Soak. One, 2, 3, and 4. Get ready for soaks. Dodge waves.
No! Ah, you cock.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
cross. Just going to continue for a second. Cross in the corner.
On
Cross in the
that
corner.
cross. Do.
Dodge.
I had absolutely no movement abilities up then. That was scary.
So. 1 and dodge. 2, 3, and 4. Doing the one nearest diamond and getting ready for frontal. Dodge wave. Go, 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 go! That's
Right.
What, Josie? Everyone heading to the frontal.
I'm gonna call back the GGs.
Why? No, I didn't say that. I don't think I've ever said that in my life. No, I think what you'll find, I said, and I stick by it, is that you never find Josie the one completely struggling with mechanics repeatedly, because she's able to execute mechanics at a high level, and I also
So-
named about 12 other people.
Saw the disengage in the wrong direction. I thought this is going to be tough.
It landed on me. That was sad.
I mean, I decided that instead of dodging 2 waves, I'd take them both, so, you know.
Sorry, I'm so used to having a soul stone that I'm being a moron with the releasing. It's a me problem, by the way. So apologies.
You're not saying that in office chat. I've never heard Kieran be called so many names at once. Okay, everyone's ready.
Doing the one that's square, gate. Dodge. Dodge and soak. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Small soaks are next. Josie, reset when you can. Your debuff. 1 in the middle. Thank you.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Doing the one in the corner near triangle. Dodge waves. And soaking coming.
Charge Smash.
Dodge waves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be orb, and then do the one nearest square in the middle of the room. Push towards square, please. And then get ready for frontal and wave.
Shadow Lava Blast.
Another round of waves incoming.
Elder's Conflict. Elder's Conflict.
Dodge waves.
Unleash Shadow Flame.
Ew.
Doing the one closest to the middle of the room, push it back towards the existing puddles. not ideal this, so watch out, you got a lot coming from that direction. Dodge, dodge, dodge the late ones, dodge.
Charge smash.
Soaking. One.
I'd burn a
2,
fucking lot then.
3. And 4. Small soaks next, dodge waves.
No. Ah, I was trying to get to the wave.
Unleash shadow flame.
Doing the one in the corner near cross.
Searing slam.
Could be some nasty waves to dodge here. Be on your toes. Ready to soak. And dodge. And dodge. 1. 2. 3.
Unleash shadow flame.
4. One at diamond, please. Frontal is next. Frontal and waves. Dodge it like you mean it.
Shadow lava blast.
Another round of dodging to do. Getting ready for intermission.
Elder's Convict. Elder's Convict.
Dodge.
Unleash shadow flame.
Doing the one at star by the entrance.
No more clearing now, remember?
Dodge.
Charge smash.
Soak and dodge.
Second potion soon.
Doom blades.
Small soaks. And dodge. Good job. Some awkward ones there. Get ready for the next orbs. Doing the
Okay,
one
so
nearest
this
the middle
orb
of the room.
exploding
Star.
is what hurts.
Yep. Big dodge.
Charge smash.
Soak. All the personals. Keep going.
Unleash
You have one combat res.
Do the one nearest the corner near circle. Get a deep suck, I think. Maybe after the hit.
Don't think I survived that. No.
shadow lava blast.
Fucking 1%. Come on.
Survive, survive, survive.
It's done. We're done.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
No.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Good job.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking bombshell.
That's a
Clean.
to the tree.
I can't do that with latency.
I put the thing on at the circle at the wall on purpose so I could DPS. I did.
Well done, everyone. Hard going in this gear. You saw, hopefully, lots of you saw the rankings I posted that we're currently sat at. We were 700th last week. This week we're sat world 1000th. So this kill is ahead of our normal ranking, and it's definitely testing for some of our gear, as you've seen. So well done. And that rescue was perfect.
Exactly like our actual kill.
It did. It did.
Me
You're
in
right.
spirit form, spamming like a lunatic.
It's typical. The kill is the one where I just eat all the lava waves. But you know, it's a job. It happened.
Tasty.
And I think I scuffed Josie's PI, so I'm so sorry. It's always the worst pulls that go the best. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it is super rough. We would have like a second shout in there or something as well for another big damage reduction, but hey ho.
I remember us having to stop and rewrite the note from the end backwards.
Yeah, which I kind of did this time, but then I realised I'd written it in a way where Rom's on holiday all week, so that didn't really help me.
I was shouting all the time. No helping the ring.
It's
Guys, could you just, I know we're doing trash, so if you need to take a second, could you just put OCE in chat if you're planning to buy it tomorrow with your bullions?
Or
we just, or if you already have it, because we just want to understand. I think it's going to be really helpful giving out this trinket if we understand the distribution of OCE. So if you're planning to use it, could you just pop OCE in chat? And if you're planning to buy it tomorrow, let us know. If you already have it, let us know.
That's the chromatic essence, by the way.
Ominous chromatic essence.
It's still like fucking this for some people.
Well, yeah, it
it's
is
for
for
me, as long as other people are using it.
yes,
I
and
need
that's
to
true
know
for
how many are
everyone. I
using
think.
it.
I know Warriors, I think it's up there. I looked at it when I was looking at trinkets earlier on Blood Mallet, it's like not pretty for a fair few specs.
So that's no people by the looks
I
of
mean,
it.
I'll potentially run it on the same grounds, really, or just to help. You know, if we need to cover all.
If
buffs.
you're planning to use OCE based on other people using it, just say you are, because obviously that will give us. So we've got 1, 2, 3.
We need 5 though, don't we?
Isn't it a Warrior thing, Andreas?
No. I made yourself. I made yourself also.
There's 3 people. I'm surprised. I thought Michael, you were looking at OCE.
What do I see? The trinket.
Are you fucking joking, Michael? We just had like a 5-minute conversation about the trinket OCE, the trinket, the
Just a
ominous
second.
chromatic essence. Are you planning
Oh,
to?
I need it. I mean, I need it. Yeah.
I'm asking, are you buying it with bullion? Genuinely?
No, I'm not gonna buy it with bullion. I'd
Genuinely
rather
going
buy
to kill
it on-
myself.
No. I'm
No,
not.
you
buying
don't
it.
intend to buy it. You don't intend to buy it. Okay.
I mean, at some point, yes, but not that far. I mean, I'd rather get it dropped.
So clearly.
Yeah, Andreas, it's arms.
Don't go away yet, Andy, because I don't know where Nostra is, so you might yet be in for this one.
I'm just going to post the raid plan just for you to review. What's the latest?
Right.
What was I going to ask?
That's in Raider's Cabin as well. If you need to look through it quickly, just give us the second whilst I set up marks and stuff. You can just review that plan.
Right, I'm going to keep it, use it, embrace it, love it.
It should be BIS written in your note if you're planning to keep it.
Yes. Lawrence, are you going to keep it?
No, I won't keep it forever.
Okay, so it's the same for all of us then, so I might roll it. So I think all 3 of us will probably use it and then change it. So let's just roll it.
Nerfs didn't it, or something.
It's still decent, but it's strong
Yeah, but it was
because of the reverse
fucking
buff.
ridiculous when it came out.
Well, it's a weird one because it's a good trinket, but for personal glory, it's not so great because the strength of it is still some of it is in the verse. It's still a perfectly good trinket, but we'll likely change it out at some point. So let's just roll then.
Kev, you gonna try the
oh, why the fuck
construction
did it?
box
Alright.
before we call assistance?
Oh, do you know what? I'll take it then. And if enough people start using OCE, I'll just buy it bullion in the future.
Yeah, I'll try. Sorry, I was upstairs. Yeah, I'll try first time. I'll be able to tell within 1 or 2 pulls if I can do it or not.
Other than Joanne, do we have any mobile immunities?
Josie.
Then
I could probably do one as well.
I'm not sure Josie is full of immunity. Because
Turtle.
Yeah, I'm
Not sure.
Destruction will already rip that apart. Can't parry it.
That rogue be immune and do it. And sprint should be off cooldown each time.
Yeah, Turtle isn't full of immunity. Some shit does, some shit does.
Contest in the first few pulls again.
Whether you can turtle the fucking destruction.
I think we did do it with Turtle the last time we were here.
Oh, Link.
We
look.
did. I don't know what you did.
Rogue was.
I don't think, what's his name, March? What's his name, March?
Marius, that's the one.
No, the other hunter we used to have.
Yes, it was March, but that definitely wasn't in Indecisive, because the ones in Pink were not by tanks. The ones in question were Paladin from Kev. By Shield.
Hi. Only a fucking paladin.
Okay, we're going to do a break now. We've got Nostra coming back in a minute. Gives us a few minutes just to set things up and sort group immunity assignments and stuff. But 8-minute break. Go chill. And if you're, I know this route can be a little bit confusing, so double check that raid plan that I posted. It's very abstract, I think, and then when you do it, it kind of all comes together.
Somehow I feel like my one's more confusing.
If someone could just do me the kindness of double checking my markers, I'm fairly sure I have placed them all correctly. But just if you could check against the raid plan, that'd be really super helpful.
Fuck no. It's taking seconds to load. Hey, I got bops and stuff on this.
How is it taking a while to load? Him moving is not helpful. Does he stand still? He stands still. If anyone's here, you can do a reset. Or else I'm just going to drag his ass out.
So it goes to blue.
Yeah, I'm already
drops,
halfway
I
around
pull
doing it.
to star.
Yes, Andreas, thank you. That's not helpful. I can taunt from longer range than you charge.
You said somebody can bring him out, and I did.
Sean, are you here?
Someone reset, otherwise I'll do it.
I want to do it.
Are you here, Sean? Don't worry if not. Not that you'd worry, because you wouldn't know that I was asking for you because you're not here. No. Okay.
It's blue. I need to hit that because that's annoying to do. It goes to star. Was it you or me that pulled towards mid?
Look at
I
the
think I
fucking
pulled it
diagram.
towards mid.
Look at the Look at the picture.
Does it tell
I'll
me?
tell you what. You're the paladin line.
Oh, hey. I wasn't looking at yours. I was looking at Matt's. Your aim looks a mess.
Stop looking at the main raid plan. Dex confirmed our picture was equal to the main raid plan in chat already. Look at the one we made. We in the Royal. Look at what I made.
the from circle to triangle used to be very scary because I do bombs then.
After the move, it should be.
Yeah.
That's why there's a bomb icon with the number there.
It's a little one in the weird icon. Not the
And
bomb,
if-
the other one.
If this is more helpful for you, this is Sam's
Tactical
picture.
destruction, yeah. So immunity was 1 and 3, yeah.
Which if we've got
So
double paladin, we can assign
people
out.
need to be prepared for 1 and 3 then. But I may just wipe us on the first one. But it's fucking latency dependent. It's a quick thing. And if I fucking lag out during it, boom, up the deed.
We also need to check is whether we need bombs anymore. I'm assuming Stagger can just hard tank the bombs and not give a fuck.
I reckon, yeah, but with if I've got the tank debuff as well, it wrecks me.
I think it's a bleed, isn't it? Maybe Sean can remove it?
I
Bleed
don't
bomb
think it's
is a bleed.
removable.
Yeah, I don't think it's removable either, but
Bop stops it, but it's not removable. Or we would have did that.
Oh, your picture has Bjorn in it still.
yeah, I was waiting for someone.
Bjorn. He lasted 2 weeks as an officer
Yeah, but
before you
replaced
broke
me, though.
him. 2 weeks, and then he broke.
Best decision he's ever made.
And yeah, Kev, that is forcing bombs towards you.
Yeah.
I thought it was. You've got beacon, haven't you?
What?
Beacon, trinket.
Yeah.
Because what we used to do is stand right against the fucking wall and beacon it. Put a
Yeah.
pole so that he came all the way against the wall. And yell very loudly at any fucker who ninja pulses because it pretty much causes an instant wipe.
Last boss was the same in deck, and Matt kept ninja pooling.
What? When did I ninja pull what?
The last boss, you ninja pulled like twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fucking Matt. What a
I could have
prick.
changed. I was casting it too, which is what I was doing the whole time.
What was I? Sorry, did you say I ninja pulled?
Yes.
When?
Last boss. About 3 times I think you did.
I bloody well did not.
You bloody well did.
Prove it.
Fucking kinda now, but
Okay.
like
Nothing you have to say is of interest to me anymore. 'Cause you
basically
can't prove it.
100% sure.
No, okay, you're gone.
It said, and I seen your little fucking.
I mean, you
bollocks
can't even
go off.
stagger. You can't even stagger as a brewmaster, so I'm not interested in talking.
That's because I'm lagging like a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing excuses.
Yes, it is a valid one.
This also doesn't sound true because I cast Frostbolt at 2 and it's got a travel time. So if I ninja pull, it's on the perfect time for everybody.
I meant to summon my elemental at 3 and I delay it to 2 because you always pull either late or early.
I cast my trinket at 2.
No,
At
that's me.
3. I
That's
pull
me.
it at 4. I trinket it.
I'm just pleased that you were able to stagger for the kill there.
Monday, I didn't die at all.
Hello, children.
I played perfect.
That's because Sam died first every time. you didn't have
Yeah.
you didn't have a chance.
I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know about DK, right? I did that one night on Rushrock. By the end of that night, I had figured out exactly what I could and couldn't take, and suddenly my death dropped off a cliff, right?
Aye. It gave me a little bit of lag and it just utter screwed me.
I mean, also just stop pressing your abilities.
No, I checked. I did have stagger up then.
Did you? Oh well, you're just really terrible.
It was a bug.
Such a shame.
Bug.
No.
I thought stagger's something you didn't have up, it's something you got and then you purged with different abilities.
Shuffle is what you've got up.
Yeah,
Stag
use
is what
mean and shuffle.
happens.
Yeah, he's mean and
Yeah.
shuffle, but I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Stagger is the dot that comes from shuffle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was. We did that restaurant the first time. I fucking said it. I think to Martin. Oh, what in raid chat afterwards, and Martin responded to it. That I felt like I was on the cusp. I absolutely was. Just doing a round of upgrades and shit that I had waiting after that night. Took me to a point where that flame slash does about 90% of my HP.
Huh.
Absolutely was right. I felt like something was off, and it was because I was just on stamina cusp.
I had more stamina than you yesterday. I almost have more stamina than you still.
Just under 90k. Health. Are you talking about, Kevin, not stamina?
Health, you sorry.
Can we please use correct terminology?
Well, it makes a difference.
Okay, Mr. Shuffle Stagger Boy.
Sorry, I can't hear you over you dying to a 1.6 million hit.
Yeah, it was only
Tank,
1.6
in quotation marks.
Every flash on me was like 1.6.
She's been topped off. Emma's slacking.
Say what?
Nothing.
Oh, the officer abused today, eh?
I know, it's Martin's the only one I've not abused.
And he let you die, so you should really, should have been all directed at Martin. He didn't heal you enough.
Martin doesn't heal me. Martin heals the raid. Can't get logs just healing a tank.
My name's Kev and I suck Mark's peanut.
Especially if
He
one of us
wishes.
You would not believe how many times Martin just told me he doesn't want me on DK.
I don't want you on DK. Can I summon? Oh, wow, okay.
Not squishy enough for you.
No, you're perfectly squishy. Just heal yourself too much. It's annoying.
In raid, I don't heal myself near as much, but in Mythic Plus, like, I just heal everything. That's great.
Feel more comfortable in raid on DK than I am in Mythic Plus. Some fucking things I hate on DK and Mythic Plus. You've got to go into a pack and you've got nothing running. Like, it's scary as fuck.
Keg pool, as long as you got G, I'm fine all the time. And my cooldowns, they're really low, some of them, so I can rotate them
Yeah.
each pack.
I just remember
You don't
one
have
pack
that.
after the first boss in Freehold. At, like high ranks, it was stupidly dangerous for me. They would kill me before I had enough time to generate for the first Death Strike. Like, it was nothing I could do about it. The problem is if you then had to battle res, I start with no resources again.
Battle res.
It was literally out of, I think, almost the entire expansion. It's that one point in Freehold. I was like, I can't do it. I just can't. To the point where it was like, let's just stand here for a minute and burn a minute on the timer so I get Dancing Moon Weapon, or else wipe.
Right, sorry. I think I missed the break timer and everything.
Correct, it was a while back.
It was a
Also,
while back.
marks look right.
Let's see, my head second. Right, okay. Cool, thank you for that. Okay, this is just a raid check to make sure we're all here, and then we'll just go through a couple of bits. We have
What?
Okay. So we have bomb immunities on our two paladins, and then our trap handlers are Sean, because you obviously lose a lot less from doing the job than other DPS. Kai, just whilst you're getting your gear sorted, I think that just makes sense. Kieran, because you did it last time and you were great at it, and Josie, because you lose very little from doing the job. So we're going to have you in two groups, Team 1 and Team 2. So Team 1 will be Sean and Kai, and Team 2 will be Kieran and Josie. I'm just going to send something into...
Sorry, my headphones were off briefly. What did you say?
Oh,
Sorry.
it's incredibly helpful when I'm going through tactics. You're going to be in Team 1 for trap clearing. I don't know if that's readable. Hopefully that's not too small that I've just sent in. It's quite small. So if you just have a quick look at that, I will do my best to call it for you as we go through. But just have a quick look at your positions each time. It is very simple once you do it. Remember, we kill the ads as a priority. You pick up the 4. Each of you goes and picks up the remains and uses that to extra action button. Oh, we had a macro for that, didn't we? To auto target the trap. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just get that.
Nostra and Joanne, that is destruction 1 and 3.
Okay.
Bear with me 2 seconds. Just get this macro for my bomb people.
Was it we took one bomb each, or did we?
No, absolutely
do a
not.
whole round each.
Well,
Yeah.
they're inside the destruction. If you look at the old picture, that's the divine shield points. It's bomb set 1 and bomb set 4 overlap with tactical destruction 1 and 3. That's when Kev on Paladin used divine shield, run into the tactical destruction and get them all.
We had it, but I can't find it. Anyway, all you do is use your extra action button. You can just target the traps. If you just click on the center of them, it will target them. Okay, well, what we're going to do is just do a few pulls just to get ourselves going. The key here is to control where we are so that we can control the tactical destruction. That's why we have markers up. Basically, all we're doing as a team is following the boss and the tank as they take us through the path. The one thing that we do need to be aware of is the lasers that come out. It's really important that those people, just like we were doing on Farak, with our beams, that you stand still as quickly as you can and safely so that other people can dodge you. Ideally, you try and stand close to each other, but not on top of each other because you'll all get hit by each other's. So if you can try and very quickly group your beams sort of loosely, and then that leaves the rest of the space safe for the rest of the team, but stand your ground quickly so that we know where you are. And if you can't make it to the other group, better just to stand still and let us deal with the fact that you're in the way. But let's do a few pulls.
Wait, Beck, sorry. Your image that you posted, the second one,
Mm-hmm.
the one that you circled, is that the one that being cleared?
Yeah, those are the 2 traps being cleared.
So it's me and Sean in the first one.
You and Sean on the left side by Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kieran and Josie on the square. And then the second time round, it's just you and Sean. Again, next to Cross. And then in the third one, if we can get all 4, then we can clear all 4. But normally it's just 2 that need to be cleared there. And then the final one, whoever can get there, just clear star. Towards the end, it starts to get a bit chaotic, which is why there's less assignments at that point. And sometimes it may be a little bit ad hoc if we've got some extra clearing available at that point. It might just be that we say, can you clear this one? And you just be ready to clear it. But don't worry, because we'll take a little while for us to get there, I think. Right, I'm going to do... Yes.
We used to have, I don't remember the exact details, but we used to have points where we had the people with the beam in a certain spot so that everyone could stack into another spot for something.
Yes, that was over at Moon. We had a danger side and a safe side, but I'm just going to not overload people with details right this second. When we get there, I'll call it. Yeah, definitely. There will be a point where we try and split the raid a little bit to get those beams completely out of the way because we get quite cornered. But let's just go do a few. I know the route, especially if you've not done this before, can look a little confusing. There's lots of markers. It actually follows a really straightforward, basically pairs of markers. So don't panic, follow the tanks, mostly just stay together behind the boss, and just be ready with those laser beams to go to one side. Shall we say... You okay?
Keep talking. It's 'cause I wanna remind-
Shall we say with our... I'm thinking we're all facing the back of the boss, that laser beams try and go to the left and everyone else to the right. Just loosely, that's not going to always work, okay?
Used to be DBM bigwigs a lot, actually, it's still there. But there's a time period from when the traps get armed to when they detonate. When the traps get armed, there's about 1.5 seconds before they go active. People need to get the fuck out, even if you come off the boss from there. Because that fire is dangerous.
Yes, traps are extremely painful. Bombs are obviously a one-shot. No need to say more. But the biggest difficulty of this is avoiding the beams on people whilst being sort of fenced in by traps and stuff. So trap disarmers, you've got a really important job, and you come to action when those ads come out and get killed, and your DPS is far less important. So just especially for the first few, if you need to stop DPS and just look at your surroundings and work out where you're going, and between the two of you work out who's going to take the left trap and the right trap, or the front trap and the back trap, do all of that communication between you. That will all be really helpful.
Do I need
Josie,
to-
are you okay? Sorry, Kieran.
I just asked, do I need to gateway anywhere?
Don't think we used gateway at any point.
I don't think
So
we used Gateway at any
no, but let's just look out, and if you see any opportunities, let me know. Where you think gateway would be helpful, then we can absolutely use it. But I don't remember us using it at all. Josie, just say when you're ready, please, and we'll just do a couple of pulls.
Is it as soon as they spawn, we've got to disarm them?
Brilliant. No, they will spawn. They'll be there for a little while. Ads will come out. We kill the ads. You go and pick up the remains of one of the ads, and you go and disarm your assigned trap. So you've got plenty of time, and there's no rush as well. That's the other thing I was going to say to you. Trap disarmers, beams will be coming out, and that can be a really scary time to go and do traps because you can get clipped by people's beams whilst you're out of the group. So take your time. There's no rush. As long as you've got that beam cleared, sorry, that trap cleared. You do have a timer on your extra action button. It will run out, so you can't spend like 30, 40, 50 seconds carrying it. But certainly you don't have to sprint over within 5 seconds. You've got like 15, 20 seconds.
30 or 45, wasn't it, on that?
I can't remember exactly, so I'm going to say
Yeah.
just make sure that within sort of 20, 25 seconds you've gone over and done your trap. But it's not a, it's not a big rush. Okay, we're just going to do a couple of pulls, stick together as a group. Just watch this pathway as we go. We should be over at Star and Square, and as soon as we can, we will get behind the boss and we'll be following. Let's see how this looks. I don't remember if we've got lost on pull.
Traps.
So here comes the first traps. So those there will be the first two you get rid of.
That's the lines.
See those beams? So great job of splitting up. We all need to stand between them. And then we come back in for a group. And there's some more traps. Again, beams spread out, so there's room for people to get between. Is the ads the priority kills? And they need to be pulled in or interrupted.
Joanne, this is you.
We're moving across now to Diamond. Ads are a priority. Looking at laser beams. They cannot be casting, they must be interrupted. Right, there's now remains up. So that's our traps. People need to be going and doing traps now. Laser beams. Good. If your partner's dead for any reason and you can do two, that's absolutely fine. You need to do a run. That's nice. Make sure you're not overlapping. That's nice. Yeah, good. We're just going to run this through. I know we've got people down. Making sure that we're staying grouped. Good on spreading those out. Just make sure there's room between you. So it doesn't look like Cross got done at all there. Did we lose Sean as well?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
There was
Because,
just an ad on the right hand side that only I was hitting.
We would be heading over to Cross and Moon next. So we start at... I'll just let this animation go so you can see more clearly. So we start over at Square Star, then we come over to this area, Circle, we go to Skull, and then we're moving across to Moon and Cross, which is why Team 1, you're doing Cross, right? So that we can go over there as our position. And then we will go back over to Square again. Okay, so it's actually quite a simple zigzag, just following the boss as you go. Can I ask laser beams? Again, you actually were doing a really good job there. Spread them out so that there's a gap between you and someone else. Or if you can clump together, not on top of each other, that's also really helpful. There just needs to be spaces for people to stand between.
It's a very
I'm not gonna
narrow
hard
line,
assign it.
actually.
Yeah.
The arrow
I'm
looks
not gonna.
wider than the actual damage on that one, which is.
And I'm not going to hard assign it. So, you know, whatever's convenient for you and safe, because it's all about not getting knocked into traps, not getting running into bombs. The less movement, the better. But just if you see that you're fanning out, like we had a few there, just have big gaps between you so that people can stand between, or all shuffle over to the side if you're all near each other. We had a pack of 3 right near each other. That was great.
And don't move last minute, as always.
Yeah, we'll do a Heron pull. That's fine.
Sam, how many bombs am I supposed to be trying to get during that?
That's meant to be Nostra on the first one. On
Okay.
the note.
Question still stands. How many bombs?
3. There's 3
So,
bombs
there
up.
was only one there that I could find. So I don't know if someone else clips them.
I did. I took 2.
You also took the tactical destruction, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna get out and leave it to Joanne this time. Did I get a repair bot, please?
No, yeah, Nostra's
Yep.
on the first one. On the immunities, sorry.
Yeah.
The did you see which traps you were meant to get, trappers? Was that okay? The
Yeah, yeah.
breaking of the traps? Yeah. Cool.
Does anyone else's camera like go all weird? With
Yeah,
you?
Yeah, that's normal over here.
This is a arena wall.
If you sort of pan it out and around, you can kind of get it back to where you want. But yeah, it was always shit, the camera in here.
Don't worry about damage for these first few pulls. The most important thing is your positioning. I really want people to get, this is a really predictable fight. I want people to be really thinking about where is safe to stand at each point. Where can I stand for the knockback where I'm not going to go into traps? Because that is one of the biggest silent killers, is if you get knocked back into a trap. So really be careful on your knockbacks. I want you just to be thinking, where should I be stood right now? With the group, yes. Behind the boss, yes. But within that space, where? And just have that pathway in your mind, starting at square start and then moving over. Don't worry about your damage. If you need to let your damage go for a few pulls and just see the pathway, that's completely fine. Healers, I'm sorry you don't get that
5,
luxury. So,
4,
yeah, good luck.
3, 2, 1.
Ads are always top priority. Nothing is more important.
Blast wave.
Okay, and regrouping.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable embers.
And we're standing in this area, remember, because we want to bait the tactical destructions coming in. Here's the ads. They are a priority.
Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb.
Here comes tactical destruction. We're moving over. I'm taking a bomb. Keep moving. There's an ad in the fire that needs to be interrupted.
Blast wave.
That's it. Okay, trappers, off you go. Josie's dead.
traps.
Kieran, if you could do 2.
Yep.
Thank you. Well done on cross. That's perfect. That's it. Okay.
Try a bit to spread with those.
Okay, here come beams. Looking out for beams. That's perfect for those 2 in the middle. Then people can go either side. Bombs are coming in.
Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
And knockback. Make sure you've got your back to a trap. Think about that dance.
Dragon
Where are you going to
fire
go?
traps. Unstable embers.
Beams are about to explode. And then golems incoming. They are a priority kill. They must be interrupted.
Golems.
They walk to the opposite side of the path. So
Tactical
you see
destruction.
Skull, get Skull dead as soon as you can. Here comes Tactical Destruction. And we're shifting now towards Moon. And we want to be
Blast
clearing
wave.
cross again as soon as we can.
Dragon fire traps.
Kieran, if you could grab one at square if you get a
Shrapnel bomb.
third. Beams are incoming. You've got a few
Marcus.
too many traps.
Unstable embers.
No, X Mark was there. It's just behind Zakan. Did we have some
It's-
casts go off?
These 2 that are meant to... There's definitely one in the middle that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
the
it
cast
should
got
be
off.
where that guy is.
The ad got it.
Blast wave.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep going for now.
Dragon
Gets-
fire traps.
Moving those lasers to be spread so people can get out between you.
Remember, Kev, you don't taunt there until after that knockback.
Yeah.
Right, your next priority for clearing is all around square. I want all those traps next to square cleared.
Shrapnel bomb. Animate golems.
Team 1, you can obviously help with that.
Tactical destruction.
Golems are a priority. I know, we're loads dead.
That's wrong spot.
Yeah,
That is wrong. We're way off because of the traps. So we need to be over near
Dragon
Mooncross
fire
to bait that. That's fine. Alright.
Done.
Right, we
It's
need
just,
to
it's a
get
chain
some.
reaction.
We need to get some reaction in, some plans in place for these golems. We were running 2 DKs, I think, at the time, if
Correct.
not 3.
2.
So we were having grips and all sorts go on. What is the answer here? Do they
Did he react
respond?
to Typhoon?
That's what I'm just wondering. Knockbacks.
They
Typhoon should
If,
work.
if grips work, all
Everything
knockbacks
should.
work.
Yeah, all knockback.
Yes.
So
They
I
are the same thing.
can I ask? So the way the ads work is they spawn randomly at one of the points, and then they will walk effectively to an opposite point on the. It's not a circle, but I don't even know how many sides this has. It's well past a dodecahedron, so I've lost interest. But it will walk to effectively an opposite part of the platform. No.
6
Good
sides.
try though. Well done for saying a 2D shape. That's very good, Kai.
Square.
Square. So they will walk to an opposite side. So you have time when they spawn, but you also have a direction they're going in, and they are aiming to activate a trap on basically the opposite side they spawn. There are some, therefore, ads that are higher priority than others, because if they are in the tactical destruction, if they're heading to the tactical destruction, we can't stop them really once they're in. Whereas the ones that are heading out of the tactical destruction, we have a little bit more time because we're going with them. So in terms of your priority, you're always looking to kill the ads first that are walking into the tactical destruction, because those ones we have no control over. Does that make sense? So all the priority on those. If you do see them casting and you've got a cooldown that will, an extra immunity, I'm thinking maybe rogues or something, and you can get into the tactical destruction and interrupt them, or you've got a ranged interrupt, then do so, because every now and then that will happen. But we cannot let them activate extra traps. That is the downfall of this fight. The first is positioning, and the second is extra traps will just ruin the fight.
I'm also relatively
sorry?
confident when they start casting, you can't control them. It has to be interrupted.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. So
So
once
if
they're
the one that
casting,
was casting, yeah, I couldn't do anything.
once they're casting, they need interrupting. If they're not casting, they can be controlled with knockbacks and stuff.
Tactical disruption is when like the whole room explodes, right?
Yeah, when it takes up like a third of the room and gets bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Sam, before you go, I need to speak.
Maybe Civ. We'll double check that.
Yep. Subkill.
No, when he does the knockback and I taunt, I pull it as he's doing the beams, right? That rings a bell.
You mean over at Moon, Red?
Yeah, red moving towards middle. He's moving while he's casting beams, correct?
I think so. I think if I remember rightly, if those two ignite, you need to be like there, something, for that tactical destruction. And then
Yeah,
when that
'cause you
tactical
can't-
destruction starts, I taunt and move.
Well spotted, Civ.
No, I thought he was in mid when tactical destruction happened, but people were based over towards cross side. He just needs to be moved out a
Might
little
be.
bit.
It has to be that. It has to be that side of the center. It's all fucked up because we had fucking 3 rows of traps there when that should all be clear.
Yeah, I remember he was moving while lines were going off and people just had to deal.
Right. Thanks. Just in case anyone missed it, Civ was absolutely right. It was nothing to do with the casting. It was to do with their health. When they go below 50%, they cannot be controlled in any way. And we try our best to group them on the boss, so we don't want to early damage them too much, like when they're miles away from the boss, if they've just begun their walk, because then we can't group them up. So let's try and use knockbacks. I'm thinking if you're a monk and you've got your Ring of Peace, knock them in. Shaman, knock them in with Thunderstorm, all that kind of nice stuff. Mages, if you've got your Blast Wave or anything, just try and group them close to the boss. We should all be experts at that by now after Frack, because the closer they are together, the easier we can cleave them down. what you definitely don't want to do is accelerate them along their journey too much, though. So just be really careful that you're not like, yes, go! Get the trap you're walking towards. Shut up, Nostra, no one asked.
Dodecahedron.
Well done. Yes, that's another
5,
2D shape.
4, 3,
3D.
2, 1.
Is it?
Yes.
Fuck you, Deck.
I'm sure dodecahedron is 12
It's
sided.
a D12. Yes.
Dodecagon is the 2D shape.
Ah.
Dodecahedron is a D12. You heard it?
Laser beams, looking at those arrows, making sure you're not caught.
Dragon fire traps.
New arrows are out. Again, spread them out. There's room between them. Adds are up, so let's try and knock them together if we can.
Shrapnel bomb.
See that one at the back that's sort of just doing its own thing?
Unstable
Good.
embers.
Nice control. Look at these arrows.
Blast
Keep
wave.
yourself safe. Don't get knocked into a trap. There's still a trap walking, a golem walking around. Okay, off you go,
Dragon
trap
fire
people. You know what to do.
Yeah, we've already lost our space because
Okay.
He's gone here.
That's fine. We'll
Where
just
do you
play
want
around
it?
it for now. Look at these grouped up. That's really nice. Careful that that back one doesn't go through other people. Beams again. You're quite grouped at the moment. That's fine. Just give room for us to slip into a gap.
Blast wave.
Knockback. Don't get into a trap.
Shrapnel bomb.
Bombs are up. Careful.
Dragon fire trap.
Okay, so you can't soak that with a karma.
And as he moves, there will be a bit of
Definitely
swinging
except
from
for-
the arrows, so just be
yeah.
ready for that. And here come beams that are about to go through, followed by ads. Same again, let's try and group them up. There's a tactical destruction happening at the same time. So I'm going to try and knock Skull. And fail, good.
Blast
Okay.
wave.
So dampen harm and karma with like
Interrupt them if you can, interrupt ads. Good, Kai, well done, there's another one. Kill them.
Dragon fire traps.
Nothing is more important than ads. Boss will die. He's very weak, really. He doesn't have much health at all. Okay, let's wipe it. I know it feels really chaotic, and I know it feels a bit out of control. This is the sort of fight that will quickly just slip into, like, it looks like it was always done that way, and super routine. It just takes a few goes to get your orientation.
we absolutely can't willy-nilly knockbacks. Like, it's great going, oh, if you've got knockback, use it. People fucked me over using knockbacks on the first one. Cancelled 2 of my grips.
Try to get mid clear with embers. So
Is there ones where you can... Sorry, Sam, how many grips do you have? Are you able to do at a time too?
2
Is
grips,
that like
and
your...
then I have 1 abomination. Which
So,
normally,
should we just
I
say
would
no
use
knockbacks on
abomination.
your grip when you have grips? You can't do that every time, can you? Is that on a...
Grips, yeah.
You
20
can.
second cooldown, 2 charges.
Right, do you want to say 2 markers then, that you're, because they're all marked, the ads. Do you want to have 2 markers that we know are being gripped, so they shouldn't be knocked?
I think we did have a rule of thumb between me and the other DK doing that, but I don't remember what it was. The problem is mine was locked in place because I have to move. I've got the boss at that point.
Yep.
I kind of went into autopilot. What we did last time is the first time round, the other DK was limbing, and then on the second tactical destruction, I went over to towards Moon and tried to grab as much as I could and drop an abomination and hold it in place.
Okay,
I want to
so...
say
Why not
the
eating?
first one, boss is like there-ish. I
Yeah.
think I actually gripped anything that spawned up this end to the middle, closer to where they were going.
Yep.
So
Because they're going to be nuked
out
down in time.
destruction. Yeah. And then we had the other DK grip your 2 in and limb on top of them. Obviously, we don't have that right now.
So, rule of thumb, you're going to grip ads that are coming from the tactical destruction direction.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay. Does that make sense to everyone? So we don't need to worry about knockbacks on anything spawning for the first set from square star area, from the second set around the triangle square area, and from the third set around, it'll be around Moon Cross area. Okay, from there we don't need knockbacks. Is that right?
The second set, I will be over a Moon, so I will not be in range for the fire ones walking this way, but they're also walking out of the tactical constructions.
That's fine. Okay, we'll try that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sam? Yeah. Say, I just want to do a few more pulls, guys. Let everyone get oriented. There is, say, it's a bit chaotic until it all falls into place, and you go, "Oh yes, I see."
Thanks, Nostra.
I see.
I'm very orientated.
4, 3, 2.
Felt like you needed a banner.
What an excellent big word you used there, Kai. Well done. Knockback.
Unstable embers. Blast wave.
Remember, most important is that you're not being knocked into a trap. And beams.
Drag on fire traps.
Golems incoming, and first tactical destruction that comes with
Enemy
that.
golems.
Switch onto the
Tactical
golems.
destruction. Shrapnel bomb.
Yeah, I got absolutely nailed.
Perfect, yeah. So you see Skull is still in there. He's a priority for range. Should be nuking that.
Blast wave.
Okay, let's clear those two areas, trappers. Looking at those arrows, making sure you're not getting caught. Beams are going out in 3 seconds.
Unstable embers.
Again, absolutely fine for you guys to hover around the middle. We'll just go to the sides.
Shrapnel
Bombs
bomb.
incoming.
Blast wave.
And a knockback. Make sure you don't get knocked in. Let's get Kai up so he can do traps.
Drag on fire traps.
And these are going to swing round now as the boss moves, so just be careful with the arrows.
Enemy golems.
Ads are coming in.
Tactical destruction.
And a tactical destruction as we move over.
Blast wave.
Now this was a problem. We shouldn't have traps all over the entrance.
Yeah, the issue is because I solar beamed it. It was here, putting down traps, and it was still on like full HP. But I solar beamed it so that it couldn't do.
You know, you
as
can
much
use your
damage.
voice.
Yeah, but people have eyes, right?
Yeah, they have ears too.
That's very ableist of you, Kai. Don't like it.
That's
Yeah,
also fair. Yeah, actually, yeah. No, that's completely reasonable. Just use your voice to tell us, and then people will notice.
Fuck off.
Come back, I'm on the wagon ovulating. I know that you could help, but you put your husband up on complicated.
He
So the
had
FCC
ads
will.
for the tactical destruction on the first round. And a lovely frost mage. I'm not sure who, but chain CC'd the fucker out of it. So it was completely immune to grip. And I was waiting for it to come off. Yep. And I was waiting for it to come off to grip it, and it went below 50% before that happened.
If it was chain CC, it was probably both of us.
I just saw the ice symbol thingy next to it, which is the root.
If we shoot, if we use like glacial spikes on it, it'll CC it,
Glacial
but-
spike roots whatever it hits. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
but I was only generally hitting things outside of the boss range if it was low health, so I don't think that was maybe.
Could you? I mean, I don't know how difficult. Please just say if I'm being a complete arsehole by asking this, but could you just focus on the other side, like the ones that are coming towards us rather than running with us?
I mean, that's what I was doing. I was waiting for them to get to the boss, and then I was hitting. I was only going to the ones
I was just
outside
hitting the
if they were
boss
really
until they got close.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the icon next to it.
Marius, do you need a repair? You haven't got a repair.
Have
button, just
well, not only used PvP called Big Debuffs, I just never took it off because it just puts the fucking all the CC icons and shit on the right side of the help bar.
No,
It might have been slow, but normally that is. I'm pretty sure that's a root snare. Like
We do root and snare stuff, yeah. If we use glacial spike and stuff.
Well, you guys will be more conscious of that this time anyway, so I'm sure it won't be a problem.
yeah, I tried to grip.
It's
both
easy
rooms
to not
as
think
quickly
about
as
those things, right? It's easy how often does our CC
Kev,
actually affect?
thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's actually in the spot.
Just give me the signal below the whole list phone, no one sorts the window. Suspense for what
remember,
it
Kev,
is,
you
like
can move early as well.
yourself into a symbol. Sometimes the shit
I'm
just
lagging
seems
at it.
everybody only wants to discuss me. This must mean I'm disgusting, but it's just me, I'm just 13. No, I'm not the first king of controversy.
Looking at
and
those
the-
arrows, making sure that you're not in their line. It is really important you're not caught.
Dragon fire traps.
Okay, we've got our first set of ads coming in. Okay, we're all on the left side of those arrows. That's good. That's fine.
Tactical destruction.
Look at Square at the back there doing its own thing. It just loves us. Not.
Blast wave.
Beams and knockback.
Dragon fire traps.
Mind you, you should not be back on the boss
You
until all.
reset, Kev.
Shit.
I think you may have pulled aggro when I moved.
Ooh.
What the fuck was that?
That was a bomb, right?
Yeah, Mr. Bomb.
Grapnel bomb, yeah.
Yeah, bleed on
Okay,
us.
let's just wipe up quickly.
I couldn't
What?
click that robot under the boss for some reason.
Did
I
you already
could.
have one?
No.
You might have had some sort of hitbox collision issue.
We do have to prioritize those robots no matter where they're positioned, right? We just got. Yeah, what there was
The boss
definitely a
has like
couple
no
of-
health. He sat on like 1 billion health. He's got less than Farak and like a third less than Rashog. He will die.
You can't stay on the boss because like the ads they're not always near the boss, and there was a few that were up way too long.
I would also consider the fact that if sorry,
Say this is DPS check. It's
not really. No, I mean it is to an extent. We will eventually run out of room, but that shouldn't be an issue at all. And you know what I would say as well is the sooner the ads are dead, everyone can get back on the boss. So usually that's a net gain. I would be very surprised if us spending ages killing ads because a few people sat on the boss.
Young H.O. raps
I don't know if you've said this already. The ads that are in the fire breath thing that comes out of the dragons on the side. Shouldn't range be focusing the ones that are there, obviously, because
No, because they need to be gripped in, and if you focus them and they go below 50% health, they can't be CC'd or moved.
yeah, the issue.
So
Well,
let them
there's
be
loads
gripped.
of them. There's
think
twice
they-
there.
talking about after all of that goes off and the ones have walked into the town.
There was one here. In the
Are you talking? Go.
So there's one there when the fire was all over it that I solar beamed, and then there was one I think over there somewhere which was in the.
Is that where they
fire.
ended or began?
Ended, I think.
That's the
Okay.
two ads that
Yeah, no, absolutely. If they are, this is what I said, right? The priority has to be killing the ones that are walking into tactical destruction. Because those, once they get into the tactical destruction, are a fucking nightmare to deal with. The ones that are walking out of tactical destruction, we'll be able to deal with because they're following us, basically. Okay, so absolutely the priority has to be killing the ones that are walking at the tactical destruction. Okay.
It's
I can
an
leave,
issue.
I can switch around and try and do the other two. It's just when. That's the question.
Okay,
There was
master,
lots
okay.
of finicky on this.
Yeah. I mean, feel it out. If you see, the more eyes, the better on this, really, because I can't see it all. So if anyone sees anything, they go, actually, I think this should be the priority ad for this reason. Say it because we can reflect on that. And it is a bit finicky, and there isn't an exact science to it. It's just about the group comp. I'm not concerned. It looks fine. We just need to get the ads killed really quickly. If that means maybe people need to swap a couple of talents around to help them switch targets easier, that's fine. Anything that helps. Any cleave as well when they're grouped up will help.
Kev, when we get to tactical destruction, you need to be careful
one.
for it. I'm doing ads as well.
Okay.
And this beginning bit is a place to really pump DPS because there's basically nothing
Failed.
going on.
Fine.
Aye. That's alright, we can clear those. That should be fine.
Blast wave.
Right, looking at red arrows, making sure that you're not getting caught. It's a bit of an unhelpful spread at the moment. Try and keep a gap
Dragon
for
fire
them.
traps.
Okay, in come the first set of
Unstable
ads and
Enemy
new
golems.
arrows. So look at the ads around the room. Where are they
Tactical
going? Who's the
destruction.
unhelpful one? There's the one behind us.
Shrapnel bomb.
Fucking.
Why are you over there?
Blast wave.
Blast wave. You bombs. Be really careful that you're not
Drag
getting
on
knocked into
fire
traps,
traps.
guys. You arrows. Again, think about your spread. Leave room for people, and make sure you are not directly behind or in front. So Kai, you're going to kill the person, and they're going to kill you at the moment. That's it. Perfect. On the next set of ads, Kieran, can you get that one that's out of place near square?
Yep.
Thank you.
Blast
Okay,
wave.
again, looking at arrows, knockbacks, don't get hit by a trap.
Shrapnel bomb.
Bombs, watch your feet, they're in the raid.
Drag on fire traps.
Brilliant job on clearing. Arrows are going to swing round now because of the boss, just be careful. Make sure you are near those markers to bait.
Animate golems.
Ads are incoming,
Tactical destruction.
and tactical destruction follows. Good. Ads, 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 nothing else
Blast
matters.
wave.
Knockback, careful.
Ad's going far. It's casting.
Drag on fire traps. Shrapnel bomb.
Okay. Knockbacks incoming,
Blast wave.
and looking at beams, making sure you're not going to get caught by traps or beams. Very good.
Don't move. Don't move.
What?
Drag on fire
And there's
traps.
the traps for that corner.
Is that's a wipe, so we just lost a tank. Where should those? Is that because he moved?
Yes.
Shrapnel
That's
bomb.
the
Animate
that's the
golems.
cross tube.
Are you clear on? Are you
Tactical
clear on that curve
destruction.
now?
Yes.
Blast
Okay, cool.
wave.
Alright,
we
you
are
Sorry,
quite
sorry
right.
for going quiet. By the way, I was just chatting in officer. I was just trying to remember. I'm really confused why we're getting that entrance covered. I'm not sure if we're missing casts still. Did anyone see them casting on the entrance?
I didn't.
No.
Right. What I'm gonna ask. So first of all, we need square to be in a square to be correct, and there to be no extra traps there. And then team 2, so that's Josie and Kieran. What I'm going to ask you to do is for that second set, because you don't have a hard assignment. Can you just look at the entrance? Because if the entrance has a trap on it, there should be a clear space. So where we're stood now.
Yeah, where
If
Jeeves
that
is should
one.
be empty,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah, this should be the empty one. So if you do have a spare set of tools, just clear this one.
Emma, you won't remember this, but I remember having that one thing out there on Paul causing problems, not because of that one, but because it copies across the room or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I remember we literally were having problems with that when we didn't get it close enough to the wall on Paul.
It's not a problem because team 2 are not assigned for the second set, so they can pick up traps and you know Josie and Kieran can clear any that are in the wrong place. They just need to know that it's in the wrong place and be able to see it. So it's where we're stood now. Is that all right? That one needs to be clear.
Wait, I don't think we'll have diffusers for that one because usually that happens at the end of the tactical destruction, and we're usually not. And the bots are like in the tactical destruction, perhaps not even dead yet. So I think that might be a struggle.
Okay.
But we're not using blue, the space at blue until we're moving from TD2, right? So what if we
Yes.
flipped our first diffuse to by star and here, and then our second diffuse could be where blue is. I don't know if that's an idea. I know it's not how we did it before.
The copy across the room when he puts those traps down is the reason we couldn't fuck with the trap order. Because if the traps are still there, he puts it in front of. So instead of being against the wall, they're now one 8 in front of, because of the copy from the other side of the room.
Right.
Yeah, so when I've just stood where the 2 should be going down here, that should spawn the 2 directly opposite that. Right, so that, and then that leaves that gap, basically. You can see my position. Little dwarf. Right at the back here. So this is where.
Idiot. Oh, I see.
This is where it mirrors across from.
Right.
So
What's causing traps to go there?
So what I'm saying is, if
cast.
you don't get them in the right place on that side, then they spawn in the wrong place on this
They're
side.
copying across this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, what is causing them to spawn wrong over that end? Is it? Let's watch this time.
Yeah, I
and
need
see
to
if we
check
can
the-
spot. Is that all right?
it's
If we have
tanked
some
or
eyes,
yeah.
yeah, let's have eyes over this end. I want to see why we're getting spawns there. Is it a positioning issue or?
The only one that was out of spot there for the tank traps was the initial one.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
Right, let's do a raid check. It's looking good. I mean, you guys already got to like nearly the 3rd tactical destruction there.
What was that, 38% or something?
Yeah, it honestly, it feels like it will feel super chaotic, and then it will just all fall into place. We won't worry about moving any trap assignments yet then, but Kieran, your idea of switching it might be a thing if we can't overcome that problem any other way.
Sure, no problem.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Remember, this is your bit to nuke at the beginning. It's very calm here. Not much going on. Got about 15 seconds to really blast. Adds, always adds.
Blast wave.
Looking at those arrows and knockbacks. Don't get into a trap. Beams.
Dragon fire traps.
And we're getting ready now for adds and a tactical destruction as we move to the next section.
Animate golems.
That's it, we're all on the left side, so the rest of the group will be on the right side.
Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers. Blast wave. Dragon fire traps.
Yeah, so we've got the gap this time. So
Perfect.
assuming that we don't get any ads spawning any over there, we should be fine.
Look at these beams, you don't want to get caught. Good. Next beam's coming out. Again, just think about your position to help the group. Knockback incoming, make sure you're safe.
Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave. Dragon fire traps.
The boss is going to step forward now to Skull, and we need to make sure we're in this area to bait. Beams are going to go off soon, make sure you're in the gap. And here comes the next ads.
Animate golems.
They are always your priority.
Tactical destruction. Unstable embers.
Okay, and we should be
Blast
going into
wave.
this gap. That is now by the gate entrance. This is our safe spot.
Dragon fire traps.
Then clear the 2 near cross, right?
Those
Shrapnel
traps are in,
bomb.
correct?
Yeah, it shouldn't affect it.
Out of range. Okay. Watching his arrows and knockbacks. There is a random trap in the middle of the room. You need to be careful you don't get hit by that with this knockback.
Blast
Beams
wave.
going off.
Unstable embers. Dragon fire traps.
And some traps are spawned at square. They're your next priority to clear. And if Sean, could you get that one in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shrapnel bomb.
Here come the golems and bombs. Careful you don't hit a bomb. Adds, and a tactical destruction.
This is Joanne.
Blast wave.
And you are looking to move into this gap here. Over at square, this is your safe space.
Dragon fire
There's
trap.
a bomb over there.
It's off. I remember that fucking movement. That's a pain in the ass.
Then it's me to here.
Okay. Any spare mechanical bits? Just clear the middle.
Bombs.
We're all dead. We're all dead.
Yeah, that fucking movement to score was a bitch. I remember that.
You can use the raid can use the knockback to get there.
Why was there one here? Trap.
Do these ads have a weird thing with melee where you can't hit them?
Wait, sorry, not there. Sorry, there's one there.
Oh.
Not I know of.
No,
Tom,
it was
I've
that
not
one
heard
because it was in front of the Red Cross.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see any in the middle of the room apart from.
Yeah, sorry,
next
I
to-
was in the wrong place.
It was next to Moon, and it was there. I think from where the tanks weren't quite in the right positions to be in.
That's not ours.
We ended up with two traps in a line going along. there.
Correct.
Yeah.
That one there and that one there, which is not the ones guys talking about.
Well, the only one
Guys
that was
talking
out
about
of
that one
position,
there.
that was clear. There was nothing there.
Okay. But yeah, it was. That's why I asked if it was that one there. These
No,
two,
it was that. Yeah, it was that
the
one.
tanks.
Yeah.
It should have been those two there that.
Yeah.
either
No,
side
it was
of-
this one. It was this one here. What I'm pinging now. And that was on its own because it couldn't get cleared. Because I think that was just from you guys not being quite in the right place.
Yeah, that's the tank one.
So, to be clear, when we're clearing these traps or when we have this gap, so where we're stood now, this after the tactical destruction is your safe point because you need to be we need to really be stacked up as close as we can away from the laser beam. So this should be a safe point where the lasers are not. So in these gaps, we talked before about splitting the raid a little bit as we move into these slightly tighter spots. The anyone with the beam, the red arrow, should be somewhere else out, normally around where I am now. Is normally safe. So this is beam section, see me jumping up and down. I can't ping myself apparently. And then this is the safe spot for the rest of the group to stand in. And then when we go over here, we've cleared cross before. So again, this is the safe spot where everyone can stand. And then arrows are out facing towards the center of the room. Does that make sense? And that's just a way to protect the raid from additional damage as the space starts to tighten. Then we have that tactical destruction that we had at the end there that takes us over towards square. Again, square is the safe spot where I am now. And the arrows are roughly around where I am. Okay, roughly. Obviously, you will have to adapt slightly to any random traps, but the idea is that we are splitting as we get into those tighter spots. We are splitting those red arrow beams away from the group. All right, so practice that for this run.
Kev, I need to
Yeah.
check it again. I think I'm not sure if we delay at Moon or whether you moved a bit there and I did the rest of that movement. I think I need to taunt later there for the bombs. Because the next taunt, I think, is coming in too early for the move from cross to tactical destruction. It feels like that's too early. So
Cross to Southland, I think, where the fuck cross is.
So when you go to Moon for those two there, pulling,
Yeah.
I
5,
think I need to taunt later.
4, 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Doing really well on the ads, guys. They're still a priority. Make sure they never get a cast off. Tom, I don't know what's going on with you not being able to hit them. Just explore, discover,
Blast wave.
experiment. Look at arrows, beams,
Dragon fire traps.
and we've got golems in the first tactical destruction. Getting ready for that movement.
Tenement golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb.
And we're moving. Look at bombs as you move.
Unstable embers. Blast wave.
What was I in that?
Good. And we're regrouping beams. Think about your
View your
position.
channel.
Leave gaps for us so we can get around you. new bombs are incoming and a knockback. Make sure you're not knocked into a bomb. And be ready for these to swing as we move behind the boss, ready to bait. And income adds and the tactical destruction. So look at that gap by the entrance, just to the right of Star. That's where we're heading as a group. If you have an arrow on you, you're not heading there. We're heading into the gap by Moon. Without screwing over the tanks. Sorry, tanks.
Dragon fire
There's one activating a trap.
Good.
Shrapnel bomb.
I'll clear after that.
I'm dead to do. I can't do bombs.
I'll do another.
We can get Kai. Get Kai up so he can continue to do his job. We've got a nice gap to be safe in.
Blast wave.
Oh, you
for that knockback. And square's looking clear at the moment. Remember, arrows should be away from the edge, and everyone else should be near the edge.
Careful how far to the middle we go.
Yeah, people need to be cross-side.
Shrapnel bomb. Enemy
Have a look,
bullet.
guys. There's a gap where you could be stood.
Tactical destruction.
And as we move across now into that gap
Blast
over its
wave.
square, which I don't actually see.
Somebody needs to get a bomb.
So there should now be a gap at square,
Dragon
and you
fire
should all be
traps.
in square. Not the arrows though. Arrows should not be in the square gap, but we don't have it. You can wait.
This is me to here, and that one shouldn't be there. Then it's you, then it's just kill.
Yep.
Feel
Why?
like the ads aren't dying quick enough.
Why did we end up without a? We had a few DPS down early. Probably didn't help. Is there a reason we ended up not having a gap at square?
I think it adds activated some traps.
Okay.
Yeah, there was an ad like around here. Just
We normally have
casting.
something where we shouldn't have, and the tanks have been on the correct path. There was always an ad channeling.
Yep.
I think it's the only thing that activates traps outside of the mirror. Nostra Joanne, you good on your clears? I've been watching them.
Yes, sir.
I've not got mine yet.
I've been taking random ones that I can.
Yeah, that's that one there, Joanne.
Yeah, I've not yet been alive for it.
Oh, fair enough.
I've been taking basically all of them we have, which is cool.
It looks like Kev's going ahead of the group if there's one in front of us to grab it.
So, I know it was a bit chaotic at the end there. I felt that people ignored the positioning that I'd said before. The group should be over in the gap against the wall. This will prevent you being knocked into horrible things. If you have an arrow, you must not be against the wall because you're going to hit everyone. You need to be out in the open, okay? So the general rule as we split up in those tighter spaces, those tighter gaps, is the main group is in the gap. If you've got arrow on you, you're in the middle. That's the general rule. Obviously, there's a bit of adapting to do.
Also, the boss positioning, when it like moves with the arrows, should always be static. So you need to be standing in a place where the arrows will be safe, rather than are safe. Then the boss moves, then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, be ready for
So
the boss moves and the pre-positioning. Yes.
Just the
Okay,
beams
so-
won't actually fire until after the boss moves.
What I got there, if you get an arrow, go on deck, it'll save you.
I'm seeing. Shut up. I'm seeing extremely low ad damage from the melee. I know you will be lower because you have to run over to them and stuff. Are other people having issues targeting them? Like Tom, was it better that time or?
Yeah, for us, paladins, it's just disgusting to target them. We were just very bad at switching targets.
Yeah, and for sure, I respect that. But obviously, I don't necessarily expect you guys to be doing 10k DPS on them.
I couldn't really test on that one. I got clipped by a stupid circle I was on the edge of.
Right, okay, no worries. Just
But yeah, no, they.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Mark,
just-
are you there? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Sorry, I didn't see you. That's fine. Just keep me informed on how that's going as best you can. I know it's tricky.
1.
Remember using those gaps for the main group. Arrows not in the main group. Not now, but later on.
Blast wave. Dragon fire traps.
Okay, in come the first columns and TD.
Unstable
good
embers.
destruction.
Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
Get Civ up, please.
Dragon fire traps.
Regrouping.
Hold on a sec.
Look at those beams. Make sure you're not in them.
Okay, go.
New arrows. Again, look at the beams. Make sure there's a gap, please, for the range to stand. Maybe that person on the right side could just swing around a bit more.
Dragon fire traps.
Okay. Arrows again, we're moving, so watch the swing as they go round. Make sure you're in a safe spot. And adds and tower.
Animate golems.
Tower. TD. That's good destruction.
Tactical destruction.
And we should be heading into that gap by the gates. If you have an arrow, you should be in the other spaces.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable embers. Shrapnel bomb.
I'm dead. I couldn't get a trap.
Fuck yeah.
If anyone could grab the trap and do it over by square. Square looks okay actually. Sorry, it's
We're
not
gonna have
square,
other
is it?
problems soon.
Okay, so using those gaps, remember, good
Bomb.
on the arrows. Well done.
Blast wave.
There's a bomb about to blow up.
Dragon fire traps.
Okay.
Thank you.
So everyone against the wall, arrows out. Just practice this positioning as best you can. Arrows out, everyone else against the wall. Golems and tactical destruction. We should be moving to the square gap now. If you have an arrow, you are not
Last
moving
wave.
into square. Everyone else to square.
There's many bombs.
Dragon fire
We
traps.
could put. That was the one where we thought a portal might be useful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe if you want to shove a portal down between those 2 points as best you can, as far as you can, Kieran.
Sure. So
Just roughly, just loosely going from the we're sort of near cross, aren't we? And we're heading towards square. So
Yep. Should be easy to do after I diffuse square for the second time.
Almost caught you behind.
how's that? I want to.
Oh, that was 21 stacks.
Break free.
I'm gonna go into this.
Ride your
completely-
bicycle?
This is completely outrageous. I'm gonna go into my M plus spec. No, I'm not.
Outrageous.
I'm gonna go into my funnel cleave spec.
What I
Changing again.
will say, having obviously revisiting this boss, it's the same problems as we encountered the first time around. People walking into shrapnel bombs when they're focusing on running away from tactical destruction. People getting caught by tactical destruction. Assuming the raid bait is correct each time, the destruction is always in exactly the same place. So once you find a little safe spot, pixel perfect, even if it looks like you're going to get clipped and you know you stood there before, you will never get clipped there. So just try and start building those things. Think bombs, think tactical destruction. So
Point on
that's
raid-
two big one-shot things that you can just eliminate quite easily.
Point on raid bait, I remembered. when the tanks move center, we used to have the group stack behind the boss and have the lines to the side. So when we go from green to the middle, we have the raid stand on skull with the beams left and right, and then when we go from red to the middle, same again. The group would be on behind the boss at like reddish to force the bait in the correct place.
Yes,
Very much
yeah,
remember
absolutely.
having
That's
everyone
where
back
I'm calling it. So just to clarify that, that's perfect. So we will be stacking on skull before the tactical destruction, and that means beams either side. And I do keep saying it, but I know it's a bit chaotic. But we really must have our backs over across and the arrows out or to the sides. Okay. So just thinking that the marker is for the group, and then the arrows to the sides or opposite direction. It's looking good. We're okay.
Pretty much every time there's a tactical destruction, I think if you're standing at the boss or behind the boss, you're baiting correct. Some people are off in the middle, nuking. That's the problem.
I'm gonna go Starfall just to see if I can cleave all the ads, because I think I'm running around all over the place, so
Yeah.
I'm not having much uptime.
It's fine. Yeah, see how it feels. You're one of the better ones on damage to ads at the moment, so if it goes down, I'll let you know.
To be fair, if you're on trap duty, you fucking modify your spec anyway to do what you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
why
don't worry about your numbers, right? But just
I remember Deck raging his trap duty because he couldn't fucking augment
5,
anything.
4,
Oh,
3,
horrific to do.
2, 1.
I'm sure Sean's loving it right now.
Yeah, holiday.
Unstable embers. Blast wave.
Watching the arrows.
Dragon fire traps.
I'm getting ready to bait, and first set of ads.
Yeah, cunt.
Make sure you're not caught in those.
Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
See that ad casting over there? Got an extra one in.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable embers.
In a very annoying place as well. Okay, beans going out. So this, in a moment, we're going to move to Skull. Remember, the group is on Skull. If you have arrows, you will be either side of Skull. The Skull should be clear for people. Watch the bombs as we move.
Dragon fire traps.
Either side of Skull, but the group should be on Skull.
Animate
Face
golems.
button. And adds and TD. Look
Tactical
at the gap
destruction.
over by the entrance. That's our
Unstable
gather point.
Blast wave. Dragon fire traps.
Still an adds up at the back casting. Very good.
Shrapnel bomb.
Oof.
Oof.
That doesn't look right.
That's not right.
There was a circle where it shouldn't have been.
A circle where there shouldn't have been.
Yeah, the one on Moon that just got cleared, that shouldn't have been there.
Blast wave. Unstable embers. Dragon fire traps.
So the group should now be in the cross section. We are wiping. We've got no one left. But that's where we would be now. Obviously, the arrow should not be in that section. So we would be arrows either side, sort of moon and
Shrapnel
diamond
bomb.
side.
Animate golems.
Okay, that's good. We can wipe.
Tactical destruction.
Yeah, one of the two moon
Blast wave.
points where tanks drop was a trap before we moved over.
Yeah, the Moon stopped my space.
They're gonna be there though, right?
Nope.
Look, because me and Sean are doing these two, and then doing that one, I believe, and the one in front of it.
Are we talking about the same thing? Was it a trap that was
No.
in the way?
No,
The
Kai's
beam.
not talking about what we're talking about.
Oh,
A beam.
sorry.
It was a beam. Someone with a beam, yeah.
We had a trap there that was active before we moved.
Ah,
which
because the
is
car. We
these
had a couple of cars go off. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine. Yep.
At which point, that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much a fucking instant wipe.
Yeah, I can't place. The boss won't go far enough. I'll get knocked into the death and just be dead.
Remember, the single most important thing you can do if you cannot get to the right place with your beam is to stand still so that other people can move away from you. The worst thing you can do is zigzag left and right indecisively.
He
Yes, I
said
know
the
we're
thing.
called indecisive. So yeah, worst thing you can do is zigzag about and everyone go, what the fuck are they doing? Just worst comes to worst, you can't get into the right place with your beam, stand still and let everyone move away from you. And that obviously is a two-way responsibility that you have a job to get out of beams, guys. You need to have your eyes peeled. It's not their fault. They've been told to stand still. If they can't get to the good place, they will just be stood still and you need to deal with that.
Do you remember, Emma, when we first did this, we were sitting in raid chat afterwards going through fucking raid, like, where are we going, what are we doing?
It's
It
all
is-
come back to me like a bad memory.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
I
Go on.
with that,
Four,
no, I've nothing important to say.
2.
I was just going to say, I feel like we're actually really close. It's one of those that will just fall into place and we'll go, wow.
And all the hard work for this has been done.
Unstable embers. Blast wave. Dragon fire traps.
Okay, getting ready for the first tactical destruction and adds.
Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
Good on the ads there, well done. Watch beams.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable
Got
embers.
that gap we have, that's good. Watch beams again.
Shrapnel bomb.
Beams
Blast
and
wave.
knockback. Watch bombs.
Dragon fire traps.
And we're moving now to skull as a stack point. Beams either side of skull. There's a beam on skull. at the moment.
Right through.
Almost perfectly
Enemy
wrong.
golems.
I
Tactical
want to celebrate
destruction.
that person.
Unstable embers.
And we're moving into that gap by the gates.
Bottom's casting.
Blast wave.
Last one off.
That beat
Okay,
me.
hell spot.
I got double
Dragon fire
beamed.
traps.
Feels bad.
Oh, dead. Someone needs to cover.
Shrapnel bomb.
It's fine, I'll cover.
I'm dead.
Yeah, red hasn't been cleared yet. Oh no, there it goes.
Yep, I was covering, sorry. Watching beams, and then slipping into that pocket so that we're safe.
Dragon fire traps.
Nice little gap here near the portal.
A lot
Away
of
from all
people that
those
shouldn't
nasty
be there.
beams. Yeah, come on, back, guys. Into
No
the
one should
skulls.
be in front of the boss right now,
Shrapnel
pretty much.
bomb. Animate golems.
This is you, Joanne.
Getting ready to
Tactical
portal over.
destruction. Blast wave.
There's still one. I'll try get it. I might die.
Dragon
There's
fire
one
traps.
casting
I
in the
can.
middle.
Chaos. Oh,
Then we
right,
got
what's
some
killing our lovely trap destroyers?
It's like it's a mixture of both. I think. I mean, this applies to me, Josie, Kieran, and Sean. Is that if you can try your best to look what golem's dead nearest to your side, because there was twice where I've had to run to the opposite side of the room, and then run back to my side, and it's just I'm just taking shit tons of damage.
Don't be greedy. Absolutely, go for the ones near your side where you can. Sometimes they're quite biased on one side, and you will have to deal a bit with that. But that shouldn't be a big one.
This group should be there. We go across.
So it could be where the gate is. Then it's just you pull to skull somewhere in Tribwin after this tactical destruction goes off. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Aye. Then this is just you kill her or you're deeded.
For anyone who didn't notice, just after that tactical destruction, absolutely fucking nothing happened for a long period of time.
Yeah. When he's at like purplish, there's a massive amount of time he doesn't do fuck all, waiting for tactical destruction to.
So guys, I have said it a few times and I'm still not seeing it. The gaps by the walls need to be occupied by the raid. So everyone needs to be using that gap so that the beam people go elsewhere, right? So to be really crystal clear, the gaps that we're moving to in between the traps, one where we're stood now, and then one over near cross, they should be a stack point for the group and the laser beam should be out. A lot of deaths and a lot of damage being taken by unnecessary beams and also being knocked into traps and things. So I can't stress that enough. And again, I've put you all in the same group now, our trap destroyers, and you'll get a bit more love from the healers who are just going to keep an eye on you, with the exception of Lawrence, who I think with his range is just going to have a horrible time trying to reach you. Just keep an eye on that group 3, and Michael for some reason is also there. But remember, you do not have to rush. So take your time, let the beams go off and then run. You know, all those normal things so that you're not getting clipped and caught by extra mechanics that you don't need to. Okay? All really helpful to staying alive. But we must be using those gaps to stack safely. For a start, it will control the knockback because you're knocked against the wall. So you're flying a lot less, so you'll do more damage because you're not moving as much. Healing will be easier because we're stacked. And the laser beam should be more predictable because they won't be in the stack. Okay, so there's just two really important things there. If you have a beam on you, don't be in the stack. And if you don't have a beam on you, you need to be in these gaps and stacking. It's mostly applicable after the second TD. The first bit's a lot easier and we can be a bit more loose. I will try and prompt you as we move over, but I need people to be really responsive to what I'm calling, because I was there saying move to cross, go in the gap, Sam was saying it, and people were just stood there like, move into the gaps, please. You should not be in front of the boss as we get into those sections. Okay, let's give this another go.
5,
Say,
4, 3,
just trap
2,
destroyers are in the same group
1.
now, and healers will be giving you a bit of love, so hopefully you feel a bit easier.
Unstable embers. Blast wave.
Looking at arrows and knockback. Make sure you're not getting clipped by any traps. Beams.
Drag on fire traps.
And here come our first set of ads.
Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
Oh.
Drag on fire traps.
Is that going to be okay?
I don't know. I can't see it from here.
Let's see. Let's see. Looking at the beams.
We still have a gap.
Unstable embers. Blast wave. Shrapnel bomb.
Okay, getting ready at cross as the stack point.
Dragon
Beam should
fire
not be
traps.
on the cross skull. So there is currently a beam on skull. It needs to move. Thank you.
Animate golems. Tactical
Adds-
destruction.
And as we move across, I want the raid in the pocket. After this
Last
TD.
wave.
Fuck, move, cunt.
TD looks off angle.
It does.
It did.
That was the wrong
One
bait on the
going
TD.
far, one going far.
Unstable embers.
Blue.
Dragon fire traps.
That's also wrong
That's,
because
that's
TD was
why-
weird.
Why was that TD so off?
I think people were just in that area more.
They should be stacked on skull. They called for a stack on skull. Am I going to have to look at replays for people that have got me muted?
It's the biggest clump, correct?
It is, yes.
Yeah, aye. Because remember, it doesn't matter, like,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
off myself a bit.
I mean, that trap that was in the wrong place kind of threw us off a bit, but we should have been stacked on skull, so there's no way it should have been.
I don't know if people tried to dodge the line. The line did move, whoever was on skull, but I don't know if people tried to dodge that line.
No, there was only
Is
one.
that-
I was standing on the skull, right? I had the line, and there was like 2 people there, if that. I think it was just Deck and one more person.
Me.
Yeah, and I nearly, yeah.
DPS on the ads overall looked a lot better there. Definitely on the going in the right direction. Nostra, you did way more. That was good.
Yeah, I'm doing nothing on the boss.
What was his percentage? Oh, right.
That was the trade.
I don't think that's worth trade. You've lost loads.
But I'm running around killing bombs. It's all right. Don't look at my damage. My
Alright,
damage is
okay.
shit in this fight.
Yeah, yeah. Right, hang on. I want to just check our positioning there. Bronze skull. Yeah, so at that point we have Kai in the wrong place, Kieran in the wrong place, Civ in the wrong place, Matt in the wrong place. and
I had
then-
a line, no?
I had a line too.
Yeah, but I mean, let me show. Okay, it's easy if I just show you. Totally right that you should not be stood on skull. I'm going to argue you probably don't need to be as far out as you are. I would also suggest that maybe there was room on the right of the group for a couple of you to go. I think you're just a bit too far over. Have a look.
That's me just to the left of the group. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're probably fine. It's quite far out, Civ. You're quite far out there. Do you see? I just think maybe it could be a bit closer to the boss, and maybe on the right side of the group, like I said.
Yeah, probably.
Just have a look at that for next time. That's why I think it baited in the wrong place. As a bulk, we're quite far over. Okay. I don't think the Bloodlust will help, because at the moment, Michael, it's all about positioning.
Okay, boss.
If we're getting all of the position correct and we're running out of time, then there's a conversation to be had about where Bloodlust goes. But
I am not convinced of that at all. Your longest period of free period is at the start of this boss.
yeah, totally. I agree.
Where
think it's all
damage
down
is
to
way
execution right
higher
now.
than, like, we did it on the first time.
Yeah.
5,
Way
4,
fucking higher.
3, 2, 1.
Fine, we just need to execute. Get there. Okay, looking at arrows and knockback.
Blast wave.
And beams going out.
Dragon fire traps. Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers.
Oh, that's not a bomb, that's a feast.
Blast wave.
Knockback. Beams.
Dragon fire traps.
It's the golem up, should be depot now. Make sure you're not caught by these guys. Find the gap.
Blast wave.
Not back. And then get ready to move to the skull stack point. Either side, if you get the arrow.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable embers.
Get reset, please. Moving either side of the skull. There's someone stood on the skull again.
Animate golems.
Who is that? Michael, I think that was you.
Tactical destruction. Blast
Oh, we have
wave.
no gap. Okay, lovely. I think that is just going to be over. Let's see.
Dragon fire traps. Shrapnel
Just do
bomb.
your best here. In a second, we're going to get into that cross safe space. Okay, moving into that cross safe space now. Arrows out to the sides again. Everyone else should be over in the safe spot.
Blast wave. Unstable embers. Dragon fire traps.
Again, arrows out, everyone else in the safe spot. Which is now the singular gap where I am. Getting ready to portal.
Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
Oh, we have no gap at square again.
Dragon fire traps.
I'm a little bit curious there. Did me, Matt, Tom, and Civ all just die because we all got embers on top of each other there? I took 4 hits within a second.
I think
Was it
so,
being
yeah.
in the safe spot that I died, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you
There
get
was no
multiple
space.
embers, it's a lot of damage. There's like avoidable dots and unavoidable dots on this fight, and they all stack up pretty quick. Like if you get thrown into a trap, it might feel like it's nothing, but that applies a dot. The circles around people apply dots. Getting hit by a beam applies a dot.
Yeah, we've still got a lot of people. I mean, again on cross, we had someone stood with their beam. Cross skull, with their beam going straight through the stack point. I cannot stress enough. Positioning. Always the most important thing on this boss. Nothing else matters even close to as much. We've got time for maybe 1 or 2 more pulls. No stress. Obviously, next week we're on to a Midrasil. It's still worth us doing this because when we come back, we'll be more prepped for it. But really, I can't stress enough. Please leave the stack points free of beams.
Career where they have to deal a lot with.
Sorry, I was crying.
Remember when we were over at Cross, you don't need to all stack in that one spot at the edge. You could be in front of that trap there and be absolutely fine. The stack.
Oh lord.
Big damage to add to there, Maris. Wow. Okay. Ray check, and here we go.
I swear to God, I passed on that feast a few times to clear it.
Got a fishtail
I
on
just
this
got
spike.
pictures of you running back and forth on
Jesus
his feast. Why is
Christ.
it near popping?
I thought it was a bomb.
Make,
I swear to
make
God.
a mental note of it, Nostra. Look at it now. Eye it up. Understand
Well,
it.
I swear to God, in the fire, they all look the same.
3.
I don't think. Would he ever throw a bomb that far anyway? I don't.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, bombs can go fucking Africa or right next to him.
So eyes up, as little avoidable damage as possible. We need that
Last
elitism
wave.
add-on.
Dragon fire traps.
And here come the first set of ads.
Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
Knock back.
Now go look for ads.
Abdi's popping.
Dragon fire traps. Unstable embers.
Again, think about the raid as you're spreading your arrows out. Have we got space to stand safely? Knockback coming soon. New arrows coming out. Make sure you're in a safe space.
Blast wave.
I want that skull cleared of arrows when we go
Shrapnel
there in a
bomb.
second. There cannot be anyone on skull with arrows.
Dragon fire.
Maybe a little bit far out there, if you come in a bit. Should be fine. That's it. Okay, new ads. And we
Fucking
should be
safe
going
on the
into
back.
that gap.
Idiot.
Arrows out of that gap, obviously.
Go for ads.
There's an arrow in the gap.
Dragon fire traps.
As we move here, careful, you don't want to get clipped.
There's one bomb still somewhere.
There's a knockback coming soon. Be ready that
I'm
you're
not
in a
dead,
safe
so I
spot.
didn't do it.
Tag.
Okay, and now we're going into our safe space. Arrows out of the safe space. Good. Making sure, have a look at the arrows. Make sure you're safe. We've got this portal now. That's where we're safe. Arrows away from the portal. That's it. Brilliant. Spreading. Well done. Just make sure you're not overlapping. Good job. That's really nice
Animate
positioning.
golems.
And we have a safe spot over at square. Look at that gap. That's where the
Tactical
group will go.
destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Blast wave.
There's an ad coming all the way to cross. It's casting.
Dragon fire
Look at
traps.
square. That's your safe spot. And we are falling to pieces. That was much better positioning wise. We had quite a few dead early. You can wipe. Much better positioning wise, and well done on traps as well. We had some nice clear spaces to head to. Well done on square. When we move, if I remember correctly, the arrows come up almost immediately as we land at square.
Blast wave.
So it is worth just hanging a second and then deciding, am I going to the safe space at square, or am I heading over maybe near where the portal lands? Would be quite a safe place to be with a beam. Yeah, so just as we come over, take the portal, just wait a second, let the beams come out, and then go, am I going square because I've not got the beam, or am I going close to cross because I have got the beam? And just give yourselves a bit of room.
People also, when we put the link down, can the people with the arrows not put the arrows through the link?
They can go through the edge of the link if everyone stacks in the middle of the link.
Yeah, I know.
Which one, Civ?
So that would be fine. Where was the
like
link up? Oh, sorry,
over on
Civ, go on,
purple.
yours.
It was like over on purple, I think, or triangle maybe. It was like as soon as we moved over there. Like very
Skull.
early. I don't know. Yeah, like it
Is
was
it
like the first set on skull, I think.
Okay.
The link was here.
Yeah, that's just. We haven't done that very often. I need to get back in the habit of that. The skull movement there is fucking dangerous because I have to have him 3/4 inside that tactical destruction and sitting on the edge going, please don't hit me, please don't hit me.
Right, we'll do one last pull. Good progress on this tonight. That was the best pull we've had, I think, in terms of execution. Valid point from Kai. So when the spirit link goes down from Alex, if they're and the beams will be up at that point. Beams can you go on the edges, and then everyone else can stack in the center of the spirit link. Should be the safest way to do that. The only exception where that just can't happen and people are going to have to adapt is if there's a bomb somewhere nearby. Just be aware of that. Go on, Sam.
Deck. When we're over red, you're calling for people to go in, and people are running all the way to that edge. It's not where you want to be because traps are about to drop there.
Well, no, it's the space next to that trap, isn't it?
I don't know. People are definitely standing on those two traps.
We shouldn't be. No. Yeah, we should. There's a space. I can't remember exactly where it is. Your tank. Where are you tanking him at that point?
Red. The red
You're
covers
on red.
These two are the active traps.
Yeah.
All
And
the
then
markers are
this
between
is,
the two active traps for tanks.
Yeah. And this is free, right? That's where we should be.
Yeah.
So that's the
think
stack point.
I thought you had people here for stacking, and then the boss gets dragged past them.
That's
so
fine
they
too.
don't have to move again
That's fine
for the
too,
next
yeah.
stack point.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Just lets people sit there and final.
Josie, are you ready?
Go on the second one. Are you getting this one, and I'm getting that one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Okay,
on
we'll get this
both, I'm
last
getting the
pull tonight.
closest to X.
Some good progress, as I say, not wasted. We'll come back here in a few weeks.
Forget everything.
Hopefully not. It's been fun. I'm not doing Rash Up as well. I quite like this boss.
Unstable embers.
It's a different kind of challenge. Make sure there's gaps for people to stand in here. Very difficult to see, I know, with that trap.
Dragon fire traps.
Move, you monk.
Animate golems. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb.
Wow. Okay. Dead people.
Oh wow, lots of dead people. Let's wipe really quickly. One more. Go. I'm making the executive call. Everyone die. Quick. Let's do one more pull. I need to live up to Emma's high standards of we don't go on a wipe like that.
Did you cancel Divine Shield there? Noster.
No, sir. I fucked it up.
It says it went on 2 seconds before you died, so I was confused.
No. I bopped myself, and then I said, no, I cannot bop the fire. I'm dead. that was amazing.
I did the exact same thing on this, I think.
I might have missed a conversation. Joanne, are you having issues?
Yeah, she couldn't load in Discord.
Yeah, DNS problem with websites or something.
Okay, it is 28 past. We'll call it then. There's no point in doing a poll with 19. Thank you, everyone. Sorry to change that last second, but we're not going to get the kill anyway. Let's be realistic. So.
I want my pull now.
Off we go. Go pull it then. Off you go.
Oh,
you twat!
I clicked the
I got
portal.
the thingy.
That's it. You can take the portals. Off you go. You got your pull. Thank you, everyone. Well done tonight on Rashok. Like I said, our rankings are actually looking really good. Round World 1000. 700 for last week. It will settle down a bit as everyone else's gear in other guilds catches up, but we were really ahead last week, and we've settled down this week. Next week with the mid-resort, we want to hit hard. We haven't had a conversation yet about Heroic Mythic. We'll have a look at people's gear and see what benefits us best, but I kind of imagine we might go straight to Mythic, but we'll talk about it first anyway.
No.
Can we do the heroic skip?
I was about to suggest that as well.
Because
Is
last
that
boss
open?
has very valuable
Yeah, it will be.
items.
Is it open has done to do with the thingy. We have it active.
I think
we did a Mistral.
Yeah, well,
That'll be
my
active
question was whether Awakened Instances allowed you to do that.
The quest is still available.
They did last time, so I'm sure they will this time.
Yeah, they should be walking. I see people doing it right now
we'll
in
have a
the US.
conversation about it. A skip might well be what we come to the decision. We may decide to do a full heroic. We'll look at
I
people's
was gonna
gear and
say,
see.
well, you got Nimue stuff, you got the neck from Volcaros or
Yeah,
Laradar.
getting heroic
But he
versions of
just should,
those.
it should buy Nimue stuff like most casters.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
buys.
Well, remember, you get, just to remind you, you get double bullion tomorrow if you go and do 4 mythics, and also your crafted piece tomorrow. So think about that when you're prioritizing, and make sure you get your sims up for a Midrasil into WoW audit, ready for the new week. As I say, we'll get back to you as soon as we can on what we're doing, but the heroic skip might be it. We'll see. But thank you for your efforts tonight. Well done. Keep up the effort, and see you all on Thursday. God bless. Praise be.
Thank you all.
Yeah, good luck involved.
Thanks, guys.
Tom's Frisbee.